All right, guys, we have some big news here. Me and Ding, we're exploring Ronan's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we found something I think you guys are really gonna like. Sugga Champ, why don't
Yeah,
you
we
come
found
on
a
in
little
here?
surprise.
Hello, beautiful people.
We
Rowan
found it.
alive.
Yeah.
What's that?
So
It's
basic.
me.
Yeah. So
It's
Ronan
Ronan!
must have known that he was gonna like die or something like that. Because he made some clones. So now we have Clonan, guys. Well, everyone, welcome
Yep,
Clonan.
Ronan, everybody.
My name's Clonan. I was made from genetic material based off the original Ronan. I'm like him in every way except my name is Clonan.
Yeah.
Oh, and
And he
also
has
I'm
70
straight. Just kidding.
No,
I'm kidding, I love
Pranked.
dog.
Top 10
I
pranks.
45%.
Could you imagine the anti-Ronan? What would his name be?
uh,
It'd be Nanor.
It'd be
Hello,
Nanor.
I'm
It'd be
Nanor.
I am Nanor, and I love
Yeah.
pussy.
I'm Nanor the
I am
straight.
Nanor.
And
I
love
will
big,
destroy.
fat
Be Nanor and be love women.
So, anyways, what happened? What happened in between Ronan's death and you getting me out of that little tube?
Oh.
Oh, a lot.
I had a big mozzarella cheese stick, Ronan.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you, Will Stough.
Thank you.
I'm very happy.
That's about
for
all
this.
that happened. Nothing really.
That's
much.
all.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
all that
Yeah, I
happened?
just have like mass amounts of blood gushing out of my nose.
Yeah.
It's like a problem. I won't stop.
Yeah,
That's
Ding
all.
Dong might
He's
die
so
halfway
punchy
through the
himself.
podcast, but like.
Like
Dude,
I've
that's
lost
kinda
a lot.
fuck- That's kind of fucked up, bro. That's kind of fucked
Yeah,
up.
fucked up if true. Yeah.
Fucked up if.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stuff that's been like new recently. There's also. Oh my God, that's a lot of blood. There's two new characters that are with us. I'd like to introduce Suppy and Dibble, our two favorite little clones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know Suppy and Dibble.
Suppy
Yeah,
and
here they
Dibble.
are.
I'm Dibble.
Hello, I'm Suppy. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, my name is Dibble. Hey
Hi.
guys, I'm
Cats,
Dibble.
why are you
What's
so
up?
quiet?
What's up? What's up?
I like
what's
how
up, Suppy and
Dibble sounds like JFK from Clone High. He's like, "Hello,
Oh,
I am Dibble.
I am Dibble. Nothing bad
Yeah,
ever
I,
happens to
Dibble.
the Dibble."
I knew Suppy and Dibble in the lab. Actually, when I was in the tube, I was playing Wasteland 3, and I named my characters after Suppy and Dibble.
That's kind of
Yeah,
awesome.
and then he went, uh-oh, back to the
The
lab,
lab again. Oh
no.
no! Back to the lab again. We messed up.
Messed
Back
up.
to the lab again.
That's
Not
It's
again.
been too
long, Saga.
Sugga
I
Champ.
have to ask.
Sugga Champ back in business,
Yeah.
bro.
We are
Yeah,
excited
Sugga
to
Champ is
announce
here, and
Sugga
he is
Champ
queer.
Yep.
But-
We're
but I
here.
have to
We're
ask.
queer. Get used to it.
Yeah, the other two
Yeah, you
people we
said
have
quitting.
here are Will Stowe and Cat's Cat on
Oh.
Instagram. Welcome back, everyone.
My lovely friends Will Stowe and Cat's Cat.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, these are your best friends, Clonan.
Mhm.
I'm Will
I like
Stowe
doing
and Cat's
arts and
Cat.
crafts. I like doing arts and crafts.
Don't you
Hi.
dare say that about me.
I didn't say
The
nothing
fake
about
Will Stowe. We
anybody.
have Will Stowe and fake Will Stowe. Fake Stowe.
How many Ronans are there at this point, then?
52 and a half.
52 in total?
There's
And
53.
guys, make
There's
your fan art of
53.
every single one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, you guys. It's up to you guys at home to help us figure out what
there
all the
black-
Ronans are.
do they
You
have
can only-
Yeah,
black
draw
Ronan?
your
Probably.
Ronan OC and
Yeah,
send it to
everyone
draw
at
your
SBC
Ronan OC.
Podcast on Instagram.
Yeah, we only
Who
have knowledge of about like 10 of them. So that means
Yeah.
there's about 42 undiscovered species. So
Yeah,
that's
my favorite
Yeah.
Ronan is Ronan number 37. He's the cum Ronan. He's literally just composed entirely of cum.
He's-
That's it.
Send in
That
your
one's
Ronan
terrifying.
sonas to SBC.
Yeah, dude, there's Bonin.
podcast.
He's literally just the B emoji.
Yep.
It's kind of awesome.
Phonin.
Yeah, he's
Phonin,
the
he can
fuck
actually.
you.
Phonin's fucking terrifying.
Phonin's
Phonin
powerful
literally
as
hack
shit.
the airwaves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he shows up and he goes, yeah, hello, Bonin. And he's like, it's the B emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
and then he
emoji.
fucking
Hey, Bonin.
yeah, Phonin's
Yes,
a terrorist.
please.
Like that's kind
I
of
like
Yeah.
Cronin. Cronin is just made completely out of crows, and he's American.
We got Grodin too. Can't forget Grodin.
Grodin.
Yeah.
There's
There's
Exploding.
Snowden. There's Snowden.
No, you
Oh,
can't talk about
Undertale.
exploding. We lost him last time.
Snowden from Undertale. What do you mean you lost Exploding? What happened?
Exploded.
fucking
He
exploded.
Combusted.
It's in his name. Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you
My
that's something that
brother!
happened to Clonan. Yeah.
Are we ready to announce our new program?
What's the new program?
SBC Barcelona. We have
Oh,
a
no
Barcelona
way.
chapter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
of SBC.
Shoot,
So to all of our Barcelona viewers, get ready.
Yeah.
all 5 of them.
Yeah, it's all in English, but so we have subtitles, but that's about it. It'll be interesting. We're putting a lot of money into it. We've been investing.
We're putting all of our.
Yeah, we're literally spending all $4 that we've earned into this program.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. You're gonna see a lot more Barcelonic references.
Roots.
Barcelona, come.
Barcelona Con. That's where we're going.
Plenty more.
Come.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting venture.
Actually, to our less than 1% viewership from Morocco, we love you.
We have viewers in Morocco?
Yeah.
That's lovely.
We definitely have viewers in Morocco. Someone just set their location to Morocco and watched us. Like that's what happened.
Morocco.
Cats, don't ruin this.
I mean, Will, you're heading up our foreign exchange program, right?
Yeah, foreign exchange. I deal with like all sorts of like trading, like the
I think next
in
we're gonna set up an
general.
SBC.
Do you have like a shiny Charizard?
No, I invested in Britcoin though.
No. That's a bubble. You gotta invest in Dogecoin.
Yeah, dude.
Come on.
Invest in Suga
I
Coin.
invested after it popped.
Suga Coin.
Suga
Come
Coin.
on.
Okay, so we were talking about like the anti-Ronan. What would the anti Ding Dong Fan 53 be? What would he be like?
He probably wouldn't be corporeal.
It would
probably
it would
made out
just
of
be
energy.
Bang Bang. It would be Bang Bang. It's Chief Keef. It's
Oh,
basically
The anti-Ding Dong is just Chief Keef.
It's Chief
Yeah.
Keef made out of gas.
Yeah. But like opposites attract, so they'd be like best friends. They'd be best buds in real life, but
Or
But,
mortal enemies.
we haven't
Yeah,
reached out.
he's very strict on his Discord servers.
Oh,
He's so strict.
And he wants to
kill
people.
Discord made an app for Xbox specifically
What
for him,
even-
and he can only use it. So
What even happened to the original SBC Discord?
Yeah.
It went to fucky wucky. It went to hell in a handbasket because
All
basically.
I remember is the first night it was active. I was over at my friend's house, and you guys watched Dougal, and I chimed in like 3 times.
I
and
was-
I was
I
so sad
remember-
I missed Dougal.
I was at the bus stop when you guys were doing that, but basically, from what I know is that server when it first started the SBC, there was like 4 different cartels, and it was very like chaotic because no one really knew each other, so everyone just.
This is some lore.
Yeah.
Ended up sending like just nothing but memes and shit, and then it eventually devolved.
It was memes day every day.
It was memes day every day, basically, right? Memes day, my favorite holiday. Everyone.
you said you were at a bus stop.
Next memes day. I was at a bus stop when you guys were watching Dougal.
Yeah.
Any
Any bus
Chungus?
stop you're at is just automatically a bus
Chungus.
stop, right?
Yeah, at the bus stop.
No, bus.
But basically, the way I see it is that server wasn't very well I guess
Wasn't
moderated.
well monetized.
But
Yeah,
also,
we
like,
didn't
I
monetize it well.
don't think anyone there was really like had the relationship that came out of the cartel like later. So I don't think anyone.
It wasn't well modded. Everybody was using
Wait, what are you
no
talking
clip,
about?
everyone
I'm
was
sorry,
using
I
God
don't know.
We're
mode.
talking about the SBC in Discord.
the original Discord. The SBC.
Ding Dong is too busy having blood pour out of his nose.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
taking my
the
face
anti
out of the
Ding Dong
blood.
doesn't have blood coming out of his nose.
He is
play
plasma.
True.
I'm gonna play Halo while we're
You should.
recording this.
Yeah, me and Ronan before he died, we
Gnod
were playing a lot of
Grenade, that's
Halo.
him.
It was pretty
Yeah.
fun.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, Gnod Grenade doesn't have
You
blood.
did. I just have his memories, but I'm not him.
Yeah.
So, kind of.
Once I get my laptop back, it's all
You
Halo
played with
season
the
for me.
old Ronan.
Yeah.
the
the
old
first Ronan.
Ronan old. That's
Yeah.
actually his name now.
So you're playing through all of them right now, right, Sriracha?
Yeah, I'm playing through all of Halo, so I'm gonna try and do. I'm on CE right now. Combat
Yeah.
Evolved.
How far are you into Combat Evolved?
Oh, not very far. I'm only a couple of missions in.
Have you are you on like mission 4?
Yeah, I think 4 is right.
I think when it comes to Combat
Yeah.
Evolved, I think the first 4 levels are the first 4, 5, or 6 levels are the best.
Oh, it's super nice
then-
too, cause my controller has like
Yeah.
rumble, and I didn't even know it had rumble, but
Yeah.
it does. And so like every
Oh,
time I
that's good.
shoot, it's like.
You
I
put
really
you
like-
put the controller to your prostate.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Oh my God! Fuck!
Sriracha definitely is like Captain Keys if he would be anybody.
Yeah, he would be the Captain Keys of the SBC, and I think I'd be the Chief, and then Ding would be the Arbiter.
Why would I be the Arbiter?
Cause
Just because he's my favorite?
yeah,
Thank you.
You can't be the Arbiter. I like the Arbiter
You
more.
can't be the Arbiter. I'm the Arbiter. I called him. I
No,
called him.
I'm
It's
not.
so
He's my
funny. I
favorite.
see stuff like that all the time where it's like the stupid, what was it? It was going around where it's like the like the we're gonna do a insert series role play. You can't be this person. Because in like elementary school, I would do that.
Play. You can't be Pablo.
I would do that all the time, where I'm like, no, I can't. You can't be this person. I'm gonna be them. And then like,
Yeah,
there would be.
We used to play Bionicles in elementary school, and everyone would be like, "No, I want to be Tahu."
I used to play Five Nights at Freddy's with my friends. We would do like Five Nights at Freddy's in real life. But it was like with 3 of my friends, and one of them wanted to be Mangle, and the other person wanted to be like their OC character. So I ended up having to be like every other character. Like,
Oh, I had that same thing.
yeah, I had to be Purple Guy, I had to be Bonnie, Freddy, Chica,
It's
Foxy.
the mango.
The
It
Mangle!
goes, I am out for you. Take a bite out of you.
Oh my god, that was
I had
the
this
best
idea.
night.
I had this idea, and it was for like Daft Punk, but it was Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, Foxy.
Fuck you. That's the worst thing I've ever
That needs
heard
to
in
be
my
in our
entire life.
SBC EP.
That's the SBC
Yeah.
theme song.
That's
if you like
coming
it.
in the
No,
SBC album.
The SBCP.
Burger.
Back to Halo for a second.
Nugget.
Combat Evolved is
burger.
a fucking awesome game, and I definitely say like the first 5 or 6 levels are the best. Like the later levels are not as fun.
Got it.
But Combat Evolved is a great game, but I think it's probably my least favorite Halo because of it feels a lot more like an older shooter.
Oh, I thought you said 2 was your least favorite.
No, I think
Two was my
2 is
least favorite.
2 is a great game, but 2 has a lot of problems.
Got it.
2 is my least
just-
favorite one.
I like 2 because the story in 2 is
Halo.
really good, and there's also some like fucking ace moments in 2. But
It has a good story, and the multiplayer is fun, but the actual campaign itself is fucking dog shit.
no, there's
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
think Halo's
there's-
my favorite
there's-
one.
there- I think
It's
there's
not
a
dog
couple
shit, but when you
different
compare
levels,
it to the
but, like,
other Halo games,
But fucking Metropolis, man. Metropolis in like I think the later levels of Halo 2 and the first couple levels of Halo 2 are the best ones. I think the middle ones are where
yeah,
it kind of
all
falters.
the Arbiter levels suck ass, which is sad.
The
'cause
last
it's
2
cool as
Arbiter
fuck.
levels I think are really good.
Yeah, I mean, those are definitely the best ones of his levels. But all
The
cheap
last
levels
fucking
are still
Arbiter
better.
level's awesome. That I love that because it like the last level in the last Arbiter level in Halo 2. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but yeah, Combat Evolved is pretty good. But I think when I look at it, it kind of reminds me of the way its levels are designed of like an older shooter like Doom or Half-Life 1.
Got it. Okay.
Not in a bad way, but that's just what it feels like to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's a lot more open. Like there's not a lot of focus on narrative in Combat Evolved, and the levels are way more open. And sometimes they kind of, I think, Assault in the control room, especially in the library, and they feel very samey because they're just way too open. There's not enough focus to some of the levels.
Got it. Okay.
Whereas like the best levels are the ones that have like actual kind of memorable sort of set pieces.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to play 3 and Reach because
I think you're gonna like them all. Like honestly.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know.
I think for whatever
Yeah.
we criticize them, they're all still really great games.
They're all good games, yeah, regardless. I think Sriracha is definitely
Especially
probably
5. I
the
think
least
5
a
is the best one.
No, you don't.
5's
No
Yeah,
one
best,
says
5's
dude.
the
that.
best one.
Um,
Reach is really good. It's one of my
Reach
it's
is
probably my second
Reach is
favorite.
great. They're all great.
My
Like
second
I people argue about them a lot, but honestly, they're all great except like 4 and 5.
Yeah,
Did
I'm,
I talk about the expansion they made for Halo Reach? The one
Uh,
where you're like Christian missionaries?
It's called Halo Reach.
It's called Halo Outreach.
No,
Yeah,
Halo
yes,
Reach.
yeah. Let's all do a Christian prayer really quick.
Sorry, no, Halo
Halo
Outreach
Heaven,
was the
hallowed
one
be
where
thy
you were
name.
like you were a social worker. That was it. Yeah.
Guys, let's
That
talk
Or you
was
had
about
really
religion.
long arms.
Could you
That was
fucking
it. No,
imagine
that's
if
just
like
Halo Reach.
your social worker was just like a Spartan 3?
That's
Yeah, that'd be
that's
base.
what society needs.
That's
Really,
what we
Wait, which
need.
ones are the Spartan 3s?
The Spartan 3s are so the Spartan 2s were like Master Chief and Blue Team. The
And
Spartan
Reach.
3s are Noble Team. Basically, the Spartan 3s had worse armor and weapons, and were just kind of sent like they were basically the mass production Spartans, and they were just kind of sent to die.
Oh.
Yeah, ACAB,
I
we
thought
need
that
to
was the
replace them
Spartan
all
1.
with Spartan 3s.
Sorry, what'd you say?
That would be terrible.
I thought that was the Spartan 1s. I thought they were like the suicide models.
No, they were the prototypes
Suicide models.
basically. Like the Spartan
Spartan
3s, the Spartan 1s didn't work out all the way and then the Spartan 2s they were like, hey, let's indoctrinate a bunch of kids, and then the Spartan 3s were like, let's do this again, but it's not as good because we need more of them.
Dude, that's kind
Aw.
of awesome. It's kind of like the
Holy
clones of
shit.
Star Wars, bro.
Are the
Holy
Halo
shit.
Wars
Chief
and
Keef.
Halo Wars
They should
1
add
are
Chief
those all
Keef to
Spartan
Halo.
2s?
Yep. Douglas and Red Team are Spartan 2s.
This is Spartan 117.
Yeah, the Halo, like the actual Halo lore, you don't quite notice it when you're playing the games, but the actual Halo lore is really fucked up.
It is,
awesome.
yeah.
Pretty crazy and quirky.
Quirky,
It's kind of like
quirky,
it's twisted, but it's awesome. It's
Twisted.
kinda like that
It's
Joker
awesome.
movie.
It's a really cool, like, it's just a great science fiction.
Yeah.
There's this really like under the radar movie called Joker. Did you see it? Did you
I
hear
did
about that
see
one?
it. I did see it.
He goes, let's
Yeah,
put a
Halo
smile
is
on that
kinda
face.
like-
I'm the
Kinda
Joker.
basically
Put a
Halo.
smile
Let's
on
put a
that top.
smile on that face. We're gonna play
Guys,
Halo 3.
I had a one-off idea about Joker. Like, this is kind of weird, so just hear me out. Imagine if
Weird
he was a
champ.
gamer, right? And he was like a 4chan/pull gamer.
Dude, that would
Think
be
about
that
so
would be
funny.
fire.
Dude, I don't think anyone's ever done that
Father, you
before.
I don't
Imagine
think
he
anyone's
was
ever
Dr.
done that.
Cole. Imagine
My
he
father was a
Dr. Cole
Redditor.
from the
Dr.
I knew
Incredible
about
Dr.
Reddit
Cole.
every day.
I think
The
about
Joker
that.
wouldn't be a redditor. He
Yeah.
would be on 4chan.
No,
He'd be a
his
no, he'd
dad.
be a 4chaner.
Yeah,
I
he'd
said
be a
his
4chan.
dad. He said,
Okay.
my
He
He
father
said, "Watch me
was a
dab
Redditor."
as I ride
And I
past."
hated him.
And
I think it'd be
hated
funny.
Reddit.
I think it'd be
love
funny
Reddit.
if the scene where he puts the bombs on the two boats, but it's actually like instead of a button that blows up the other boat, he puts two controllers and he says, "You're gonna play Mortal Kombat 9." If either boat picks Noob Saibot, then I'm gonna blow up both boats.
Noob Saibot. No, what
Dude,
happened
fuck
is
that character. Fuck that character
he's an
so
asshole.
much.
I love that his name is just Noob.
Yeah, go. He's a cheap as fuck character. God, Mortal Kombat 9 was awesome when it came out. Like going back to it, it's an antiquated like piece of shit. It was kind of broken as
I've never been
fuck.
in Mortal
Dude,
Kombat.
but they
I
have
like
Freddy
10, but I
Krueger.
don't
That's
really
freaking
like
sick
9.
and crazy.
I love 9, but 9 sucks.
I like that Kratos is in it.
I haven't
Yeah.
played really any Mortal Kombat. I played 4 on the N64, and that one was really
Mortal
fun.
Kombat-
That
better.
all the
I play
time at the
Street
Y.
Fighter.
What?
Mortal
did what?
Kombat 9 is like gameplay wise is fun because it's just a janky like piece of shit. It's so like there's so many stupid exploits you can do, and there's so much cheese in it. But the story mode's pretty fucking awesome.
Damn,
What if
bro.
like the What if
On
like
9?
the Joker instead
Yeah.
he was like, I have 2 bombs in each boat. One of them will destroy all of the incels. The other will destroy all the soy boys. You must choose.
Dude, how do I?
The Joker was hashtag our guy, honestly.
Our
Yeah.
guy. Joker
So-
goes on, "Am I the asshole?"
Yeah.
If Joker
Am
was
I
a
the
four-chaner,
asshole
right?
for trying
wanna
to destroy
talk-
the
I
love watching
incels?
people.
Batman,
Watch
am I
People
the
Die is my
asshole?
favorite subreddit. I love it.
Well, if Joker's a 4chaner, does that make Thomas Wayne a Discord admin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why he's like,
You're my
Father,
dad.
Father, you need to let me into your Discord.
The more I
No,
think
no,
about
no,
that
no.
movie, the
New
more I
one.
start to think it might actually suck.
Murray.
That's what
It
my
doesn't
friend said,
suck,
yeah.
but it's
It's
not.
not
It doesn't
fun.
suck, but it's not. It's like it's cool. It's just it has like it's not a perfect
not-
movie. Like it
it's
definitely
not
like
deep.
could be. It's a bit padded, but it's
It's really
I like
edgy
it.
and like cringy, and I watch it. I'm like, oh my god.
I think that's why it's fun though.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, I think
because
it's
you go
good
Joker
'cause
Roker style.
It's
And he goes,
just
"I'm a
Todd Phillips
Joker.
being like, I know what I'm
Society."
making and I'm making it.
I think
Come on.
I think what fucking happened was a lot of people the way movies currently go is I think a lot of people can't watch a ton of movies, so they watch mostly like the stuff they like the big name shit, and that
Mhm.
stuff typically tends to not have anything like the Marvel stuff and whatnot that doesn't usually go below like surface level stuff, so then they
Yeah.
watch anything that kind of has more heavy themes in it, even if it's not that
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like Arctic
that
Dogs,
in-
bro. Arctic Dogs has pretty heavy.
Arctic
themes.
Dogs.
Dude.
Dude, that movie got
Don't hate.
fucked up. The movie
Don't
the movie
hate.
going audience fucking just like man, they don't know a good movie when they see it.
I know,
I mean,
dude.
Yeah, they
Arctic
don't-
Dogs
yeah,
is literally
kids'
I
movies
watch
are
it
so
2
big.
times a day. I literally sit down on the toilet so I don't have to move to shit or piss, and
But
I
I
watch Arctic
think
Dogs.
it's ultimately just like
I have a
I
tube
think
going
it's
into my
ultimately
mouth, a
just
tube
a
going
matter-
into my eye to
Ralph Seppi
spray my eye
review
with
that
water
one?
so I don't close them.
who
Ralph
Ralph
Seppi.
Seppi? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
did you
probably.
review that one?
probably. I haven't watched him in a long time.
I like Ralph Seppi. He's funny. He said, "It ain't no
Ralph
easy
Seppi.
grab. They got tea."
No, what I was gonna say is I just think it's a matter of like people kind of haven't had a movie like this like in the mainstream as much as
Mhm.
Joker has been. So I think people kind of overreacted to it because there's just
Oh
the
yeah,
first time
because like
there's been
I
a
agree.
fucking movie with like some like vaguely controversial topic. Like look at the cutie shit that's happening right now.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on- yeah. You and I were talking about that the other
We were
day.
talking about this, right? I'm gonna make my thoughts known here. So everyone knows the cutie situation is Netflix shows off a movie and the thumbnail has a bunch of girls posing in booty shorts. But I think what a lot of people didn't know was that was it was not a Netflix production.
No,
it was
one
a,
Sundance Audience Award.
it was a Sundance film made by an immigrant woman, like in
French
France.
Director. Yeah,
French
it's an
director. She was an
independent-
immigrant woman, and apparently I haven't seen the movie. Nobody has yet because it hasn't been distributed yet. From what I know, it was supposed to be a critique on the over-sexualization of like young girls in mainstream culture. And
Yeah, but at the same time, it's also got little young children like twerking and shit in it, so it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna jump to conclusions yet because I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, and apparently
true,
just
but
Netflix
still-
is like advertising just in
It
general.
was just so
horrible.
what I think personally happened is somebody at Mark, because I don't know if this is because people are like, this is some pedophile conspiracy to normalize MAP shit, and I think like, no, I think that's not what happened. I think somebody at marketing just fucked up.
No, the point
They
is
saw
that
how well
everybody-
Big Mouth was doing, and they were like, "Hey, you know what?
People
This
like
movie
this,
you...
right?
No, everybody we already know everyone in Europe is a pedophile. So just like I don't know why
Yeah,
no
that's
one's just accepting that. Just keep it off my Netflix. But like, who cares, France? You know, we already know what you're doing.
It's fucking France, but
France.
like what I'm the thing that I think
Gentlemen.
is the funniest to me about the situation.
Yeah, the
thing
spy
I think-
actually the spy was pro map, and he had all like the children round
He goes,
up. And
did
said,
anyone
"Women
cancel
are
cookies?
Spy
yeah,
would not be
that's
pro
what
map. He would literally be the most
No, he
anti-map.
fucking killed.
You know who'd be pro map? Scout.
He goes, no, that would be your mother.
Yeah, Scout would go. Hey, you know, maps are okay. You know.
No, what I was saying was the thing that irks me the most about this whole thing, though, is that the stupid pictures online where people are messaging Netflix support and then being like,
Yeah.
"Do you guys support pedophilia?" And they say, "We can't comment." Like, there you have it, people. Netflix didn't comment on it. They support. It's like
this
that is
one
the most-
worker for Netflix who's a
You
who's
are not-
literally like a message
anyone who
sender
looks
in
at that
India.
shit and goes, "Netflix support pedophilia." The person who took that fucking screenshot is talking to a customer support representative.
Exactly.
It's a
Someone
robot.
You're not-
outsourced.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not
that,
even a
no,
robot, it's a
Ronan,
fucking-
dude, that's the Netflix, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Mr. Netflix, bro.
Yeah, but also
That's
at the
Mr.
same time,
That's
it's a
Mr.
pretty
Net
easy
H
answer.
Flicks.
It's a pretty easy question. You could just
You
be
can't.
like, no.
No. Hold on a
But
second.
it's like
Okay.
against
Hold the
company
phone, hold the
policy to
phone.
make a
Let me fucking
sticker for an
talk!
entire company.
Ooh.
Man, Clonan, you're
Cloning, your pubes aren't strangled,
I'm
right?
insane.
We gotta put him down.
I'm not saying I'm defending this movie. I'm saying there's probably more than like the average person cared to look at it.
This
Yeah,
movie is
sure.
not for the average man.
This
Not
movie
the
is
average
not for
man.
the average man.
Wait.
But what I am saying is the people who fucking messaged the Netflix support, you're talking to an employee of Netflix. They're not a representative of the company who is allowed to make statements like that. Legally, they are not allowed to say stuff like that.
Cloning.
Their job is to answer your questions about the product if you're having an issue with something. Their job
Yeah.
is not to say anything that could like even be remotely opinionated.
That's
You're-
why
you're
everyone
going-
has in their bios who's working for a company like my personal opinions don't reflect those of the company. So that
Yes.
just because that person had to say that doesn't.
So
mean
if you're
necessarily
messaging
the whole
fucking
company.
Mary from Netflix support and you're being like, bro, she didn't answer, she supports pedophilia, it's like, no.
Mary Chungus? I know.
Yeah,
her.
Mary Chungus. But that's
Mary
that's
Netflix.
not Netflix saying they aren't answering the question. That is one employee saying,
Yeah.
I can't answer this question because I'm contractually not allowed.
I
Now-
do think that whoever wrote the description.
Whoever,
for
no,
it
there's
is
something
a
fucked up
retard.
going on there. I'm not doubting that. I'm just pinning it on Netflix. I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I don't think the movie.
Um,
I mean, I watched the trailer and like the movie itself doesn't look like it's like pedophilic themes
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah.
If you read some of the reviews of people who saw it at Sundance, like I was at Sundance this year, but I didn't even know it was playing. People said that there was like a lot of scenes that were kind of like over sexualized, but I'm not exactly sure. We don't know like what light it was painted in.
That's
or,
the
like,
thing is you don't know. That's ultimately what this all comes down to is that nobody knows. They're just
Yeah.
going off what they've seen, and for most people that isn't much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also I do feel like it's kind of like
There probably
regardless
it
of
probably
the
is sketchy,
message-
but I just saying I don't want to blindly like just fucking bandwagon.
Yeah,
and
no,
get it.
Yeah.
it's complete mob mentality
I
again.
think
don't know,
people
I
just
haven't
really
seen
want
it
something
yet,
to be
so
mad
I
at
don't-
right now.
Oh, for
Which
sure.
like that's not the worst thing, but then again, it's like a young independent director that everyone's hating on, and it's like
Yeah,
it's-
which
this is
sucks.
a
It's one
person-
thing to hate on a big studio, but it's
Yeah.
another thing to hate on a fucking indie filmmaker.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
But
not hate
we'll-
on, but
we'll
like to just like campaign
Make
against.
assumptions before anything's even out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
everybody
agree.
knows Tom Hanks basically made Cuties. Yeah, he made it.
He made it. It's
Like
his
the
How
movie.
oranges?
old were you guys when you found out that Tom Hanks was a pedophile? That really hurt me. That really hurt me. To find that
I
out.
did not know until
Toy
just
Story?
now. So
When you found out
Did
who
you watch
Sonic?
the boy sleep every
Tom
night?
Hanks.
Oh, Tom
He
Hanks.
sleeps with a boy.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks slept with a little boy.
Oh.
He
Yeah,
did?
in
not
Toy
even
Story.
that. It's a level
In Toy
like
Story.
Jeffrey Epstein shit. Tom Hanks is one of like the big people behind it.
God
He
damn
goes-
it. God
don't
damn
you
it,
know
Tom
that-
Hanks.
In order to prepare for his role as Woody, he followed around a little
Yeah, he had to
child.
follow
He had to,
around
No,
like,
carry him around
everyone
everywhere.
in Hollywood is a pedophile.
It's
Yeah.
sad. to
Yeah.
think
Luckily,
about,
Ronan's a
but, you know.
Canadian film character, so he's not a
Filmmaker,
pedophile.
Yeah.
Oh no no
Yeah,
no! I
he's
work.
a
I've
like
worked
that.
for Netflix. I shouldn't say this, but I haven't worked for Netflix, but I've worked on shows that have
He's
been
twerked for
distributed.
Netflix on Cuties.
Oh, do you have like a
Okay.
non-disclosure agreement sort of thing, or
No.
Is that
Oh,
why you're
work-
paying the
you
money?
just
to
don't
go?
want to?
No,
You
I
just
don't
don't want to associate?
I don't work for them anymore.
Wait, that's
He was
wait. That's why
professional
you're
producer.
Ronan, you gotta talk about this,
is
dude.
because you are.
No,
part
it's
of
the
Netflix.
show I worked. One of the shows I worked on as it wasn't a Netflix in-house production. It was just a little like kid show on
Was it
Netflix.
bought? Was it bought by Netflix?
Yeah, well,
Or
it
was
was
it,
no.
like,
The show was ordered
produced?
by Netflix. It was
Oh,
ordered.
okay.
By, it was produced by them, but it wasn't produced by them. It was produced by like a different a local company.
Got it. So wait,
production company.
are you not allowed
But
to
it was
talk about it,
ordered.
or?
No, I can talk about. I'm just not gonna like say anything that could. Be
Was there
used
bad stuff that
against
happened?
you.
Oh.
No,
Bad stuff
no,
that
there was
happened?
nothing. There was nothing bad that happened. I was just gonna make a joke about like what's the difference between a pro Smash player and a person who works for Netflix.
My school, there was, they'd have like people come in to talk to us or whatever. So I'm out of this. I don't go there anymore. But my director was like, yeah, one of the parents is friends with this guy who did cinematography for a bunch of movies. I forgot his name. I could look it up, but he ultimately is like the main cinematographer for Bryan Singer,
Mm,
Mhm.
who is one of the most
X-Men.
notorious Hollywood
Yeah.
pedophiles.
yep.
Yeah. So this guy was on set during probably like countless numbers of like I guess alleged situations where he had done stuff.
Bryan Singer was diddling kids right under his nose.
No, literally, it happened. I don't know if he was the cinematographer, but there was a film where they had like a bunch of like child extras get naked for a scene,
Oh my
which
god.
like is against. It's
Which-
against
what?
code.
What
for,
movie?
Yeah, it was an old. Well, it wasn't put in the movie because it became this whole thing, but it was swept under the rug because he's rich
which
and has
one?
money. But it's called. I forgot what it's called. It was from the '90s. It was like a World War II film.
Chocolate Rain.
Yes, Chocolate Rain the
Yeah,
movie. That's what
Chocolate
it was.
Rain.
Chocolate
movie.
It was
Which-
really
Are you
good.
talking about Saving
Bryan
Private
Singer-
He came
Ryan?
to our school. He came to our
No,
school.
he
to talk,
didn't
and I
make Saving
even
Private Ryan. Bryan
No, it
Singer did
wasn't
not
that.
make Saving Private Ryan.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
He made Full Metal
He
Jacket.
made Shaving Ryan's Privates. That's what he made.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saving Ryan,
Exactly.
Big Huge Privates.
But this guy had done like almost all of the films that Bryan Singer worked on, and so
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. He's probably a part of the whole community.
I think the
And he
saddest
just
thing to
really-
me is I like Bryan Singer's X-Men movies.
No,
I like some of them.
I like
And then
some
I
of them.
think,
Yeah, that's a better thing to say is I like some of them.
First Class is by far like my favorite, but yeah, he's a pedophile too, isn't he?
That was Matthew Vaughn though, who did First Class. He did. Bryan Singer did Days of Future Past. One,
Oh,
two.
so I don't even have to feel guilty that my favorite X-Men movie
No.
isn't made by a pedophile. So thank God.
No, I don't think Matthew Vaughn is a pedophile. But what's his name? Dexter Fletcher, the guy who did
Matthew Vaughn, if you want to come on the SBC
Rocket Man.
podcast and you want to set things straight for us, then be my guest.
Yeah, dude.
No, but like legit
You're-
though, that
you're-
is my
you're
favorite.
here.
Can we talk about X-Men Origins, like and how good it is?
Wolverine?
No, not
I've only
Origins.
seen
fucking
First Class?
First Class.
I love
not
First Class.
The only
First Class-
X-Men
First Class
movie
is my
I've seen.
favorite.
The only
A
X-Men
lot
Days
of-
Future Past is my favorite.
Wait,
the
did
only-
Brian? I'm sorry. Did we just establish? Did Brian Singer do first class or no?
No.
Wait, I'm
Matthew-
looking it up.
Guy who did
He did not do First Class.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my
Kick-Ass
favorite. So we're-
director.
He made Broadway
Jesse,
4D.
look that up, bro.
Yeah, a lot of X-Men fans like hate the movies because they're very different from the comics.
They sure are.
The first two
Believe you
are.
me.
They are really different, but I like the movies.
I like them, but as far as comics go, like they took a lot of fucking liberties, man.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Like
Absolutely.
they really fucking did.
Absolutely.
Even the cartoons, not that much like the fucking comics.
Well, no, like most things aren't. Yeah, the X-Men comics are awesome.
Good as fuck. Some of the best, if
Yeah.
not the best.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
never a comics person, which I feel kind of like sad about. But like, I guess it just wasn't really like. I don't know. It wasn't something I was able to get into because comics are so expensive now. They're like $3 a comic now.
You just go to getcomics.info.
Yeah, you
or
can
so- I
just
don't
read
forgot what
comics
it's called.
free on like a billion different
PG
Get
sites.
comics on your
Yeah.
phone.
Just
Um,
look
I-
up comics on
Oh.
Google and look at the pictures.
Collection.
I have a pretty decent comic collection. A lot of it, I read a lot of Black Panther, like when I was younger, and he was one of my favorites. A lot of Marvel stuff, and then a lot of the Transformers comics.
Oh, that's cool.
R.I.P. Chadwick.
Yeah, I have all of
some
the
stuff.
Zelda. I know this is not the same as comics, but I have all the Zelda manga. That's probably the closest thing I ever.
The Ocarina one or the Majora one?
No, I have both of them, and then there's like one for almost every game.
The Majora one's really cool because they kind of go into the backstory of the mask.
Yeah.
Even though it's not canon, it's really cool.
Yeah, the Majora one's super awesome, and I think Majora has some of my favorite characters. Like Majora's just my favorite Zelda game, out of any of them.
Yeah, for sure,
Um,
mine too.
But Majora has some of the coolest characters, and so I really like that a lot of them got a little more fleshed out in that thing.
Like
Yeah,
a lot of them
and,
got
like-
like fleshed out, flesh creature.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
the one they're doing now is like they're doing Twilight Princess, but they're not doing it in one book. They're doing it in like like I think right now they're on their 6th. And so
Christ.
yeah, but it's allowing for a lot more like character development and like even though I like the mangas, they are very rushed and just sort of get through the whole plot thing. And so
yeah, because yeah.
yeah. But I like
so,
what they're doing.
The Majora and the Ocarina one, did they come out at the release of the games, or did they come out after?
They came out after, I'm pretty sure.
Sriracha.
Yeah.
Wait, or editor, could you could you flash this picture on screen for just like 2 seconds, please?
Yeah.
I love this so much.
Yeah.
Baby
Everyone,
Luigi.
if you had to cast, you know what? No. Let me rephrase that. I was talking to a friend yesterday about like terrible fan castings online. Like you see those posts on Instagram,
Yeah.
and it's always like MCU people for like some franchise Hollywood movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought about like, Persona fan casting. Yuna Kami is played by Robert Downey Jr. and you're played by Tom Holland.
Okay, let's
You're
recast.
played
Let's
by Tom
recast.
Holland.
Wait. Let's recast
Yosuke.
the Mario movie. Let's recast.
Let's
the Mario
recast the Mario movie with only MCU. That's the new
Yeah.
game. Is let's
Wait,
make a
you guys
fan cast with only MCU people.
Yeah. All right.
You
So
guys
Tom
remember
Holland is
that,
Luigi.
Tom
You guys
Holland
remember
is
those fan edits?
Robert
of
Downey Jr. would be Mario, like
Mhm.
definitely.
He would.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys
Sorry, what
remember
did you
the
say,
fan,
Will?
the fan like photoshops of, you know, they'll do like, Boss Logic, the guy who's
Yeah.
like really good at photoshopping. People were doing like fan made ones for Avengers Endgame, like right when it kind of came out. You remember
love
the one
this so
of
much.
what's his name? It's the guy who played Hawkeye, but his neck is like all
Oh
disproportionate.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got the white shirt on.
Can you flash it on
I
screen
love
real
that.
quick?
Yeah,
Just like
it's on
2
screen
seconds.
right now.
This
Put
is
that
so
photo
Oh,
up,
my
editor.
favorite.
Thank
Yeah.
The
My
Hawkeye
favorite thing-
one.
I keep getting things on my feed, which is like Johnny Depp as Joker in the new Batman movie, and I click on it. And it's like, see this new fan edited picture of Johnny Depp as Joker, and I'm like, what?
I
And
remember when
some
they
like horrible
Johnny
Sweeney
Depp
Todd
was having
picture with
face.
like a smile on it.
there was these things where they were like fake Rick and Morty live action things. It was like Danny DeVito as Rick and Tom Holland as Morty.
Oh my God.
This is my Back
That's
to
like
the
the
Future
worst.
themed Rick and Morty parody.
This is weird.
Come on.
Noise. Noise.
Guys,
Get the cool.
Hey,
Robert
you
Downey
guys-
Jr.
you guys
as Rick
ever,
from Rick and Morty.
You guys ever watch that Steve 1984 MRE guy?
No.
The fucking YouTuber who just really like he reviews like military rations and MREs.
He reviews
and
rats.
shit like that.
That sounds
That's
fun.
cool as
That's
fuck.
yeah.
I'll
That's
watch
I
that.
like
like
that a
that.
lot.
He's awesome, but he's really like it's just really funny like to watch him because he goes like he gets the ration, he opens it up, he's so excited about it, like eating this fucking processed food.
It's like a military mukbang.
Is he like 9,000 pounds?
No, I think he's pretty fit because I think he's like a former military. He eats fucking rations, bro.
Yeah, but like he's consuming like 20 million calories in one meal.
Well, no, he's not eating them. Like he's reviewing them. He goes like,
No, he's gulping them down.
Yeah, he's going.
It's not a
He goes,
mukbang thing. It's just him showing you like more what's inside the thing.
No,
What's
it's
inside,
just,
dude?
like,
I'm home.
What do they
mukbang,
have
you
in
like,
rations?
I'm home.
You eat one
Bro,
bite of
can you
those
send
things,
me
you
that?
have
'Cause I
enough
wanna
daily
watch that.
calories
I'll-
for like
I'll
12
link
days
it.
worth.
I'll link it to you. But no,
I
but
want a
he's not like
cheeseburger ration. Yummy.
but they have some fucking crazy rations like and MRE like just food science now because they've just figured out how to preserve it with chemicals and whatever now, so they can just take
Joey's
it.
World Tour. Eating
I
it.
want
Can
like
I
a
wait?
Metal
Gear-
do
it's like a Metal Gear-
an MRE mukbang.
It's like in.
How long
like
has
in,
the chopper from Halo 3 had knives on the side of it? I never
Since like
noticed
2006.
I
Oh,
tape
for
it
that.
real?
I
on.
never noticed that. What's so weird? Maybe I
I
did
like
notice
in Metal
that.
Gear Solid 3 how
Did you
they
just say
can
I
eat
taped them on
rations,
there?
but they're
Yeah.
like they're Russian.
He
Wait,
hates the
okay.
rations, but he
So-
hates the rations. He loves the instant
Yeah.
noodle.
I love how like he can eat the rations, but they're Russian rations, so he hates them and they're disgusting.
Yeah.
He goes, ooh, what is this?
Ew, what
Guys,
the
what
hell
would
is
you
this
do?
Beautiful
disgusting?
all-American hero.
Guys, what would you do if you had a black nephew named Restaurant and he really liked to eat?
What?
Restaurant?
I'd say eat
Restaurant.
No, like restaurant.
I take him to the old spaghetti factory.
I'd
I would say
restaurant
read the
or
Quran. I would
soda.
say read the Quran, buddy.
Read the friggin' Quran. You'll know what I know. Okay? Yeah. Try it.
Read, bitch, read.
Read.
Dad, I want to go.
Dad, I'd like to go to
Jesus
Plantation.
Christ! Oh,
No,
Jesus.
but no,
Christ Almighty.
He'll open the ration and he'll be like, "Oh, nice," and he goes, "Let's get this on the tray." It's so funny. I love it. They have Steve like 1984 MRE or something like that. It's so
Do you guys remember that on the talking about restaurant or whatever? Do you guys remember that stupid little
Restaurant.
kid who would go, "Where we not supposed to eat at?"
No.
You guys
No.
remember that kid? Hold on. If you can find the clip, if you can put it up, it's this tiny little black child in a red T-shirt. His mom's car going, "Where we about to eat at?" And then he sits down, and then he got
Restaurant.
super popular, and
It's
his
restaurant.
mom started using him for YouTube views.
Oh, is he the really fat kid who's like,
Yeah,
you know, my cheese in your purse?
he looks like a
Cheese
tiny
in your
Stomedy.
purse? Tiny Stomedy.
Hey
That's
guys,
awesome.
it's Stomedy here.
Did you know Stomedy's started posting again? He's been posting all these like schizophrenic like videos where he's like, me going crazy. Wah!
Remember when he drilled himself in the head?
Yeah, it wasn't a drill, it was one of those screwdriver drills where at the end it's like a Phillips head.
Yeah.
But no, he was talking. He made this video. I didn't click on it, but it was just him with like white powder all over his face, and it was really disturbing. It was kind of scary.
That's kind of
He's
inspiring,
whitewashing
honestly.
himself.
Yeah.
I love Stomedy. He's beautiful.
Let's get this on the tray. Nice. Oh, look
let's
at
get
that
this one.
cheese.
I
Look, he'll pour like the squeeze out like processed like gross chemical cheese onto the tray and onto the fucking track
Yeah.
or whatever. He'll go like, "Oh, nice. Look at that spread." It's so
That's
funny.
hot.
I just sent. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
send a
spread.
photo of Stomedy
We got
in
some-
the chat.
The way he talks
Stomedy
is
posting.
the way he talks is so cool. It's like,
Oh,
instant
look at that
coffee
cheese
type
spread.
too. Look at
When
that
you're
spread.
stupid
Oh
number
yeah.
9.
Number 9.
Dude, that reminds me of like the videos I used to make that are like if I made Vine videos, like that type of shit.
What
If
do you
I
want to be
made
when
Vine.
you grow
Grow
up?
up, son.
A twerking
We
sleeping
talked
bag?
about that.
Yeah, that makes me so happy that you remember that, Cats. Like,
I
word
love
for
how-
word.
They made a.
I have the whole thing on my phone.
My favorite bit of Sriracha trivia is the fact that he's afraid of racist Mario.
I don't like it. It's just not very funny. He's just
I
really.
just really like the
What,
idea
like
of
some
like,
kind of
little
racist?
Sriracha seeing Mario and being afraid, being like, why is he killing them?
It's like a
Stop it,
4chan green
stop.
text. Sees
Puppy,
Mario, is
no!
afraid.
Goes, Luigi!
Dude, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna
Luigi?
switch. I'm gonna do my trademark nerd shit and talk about some stupid nerd garbage.
Wait, really quickly.
what?
I want to go back to racist Mario really fast.
Okay.
I remember when SMG4 used to use racist Mario clips a lot, and I used to watch SMG4 a lot, and I was like, no, why are you using those? No,
I remember in
no!
the Freddy's Spaghetteria 3, he used the racist Mario clip. Also, how he had to change the thumbnail of racist Mario from Peach in a bikini to Peach in like a Muslim garb.
Yeah,
Hijab.
Hijab.
How do you
mean?
think
Hijab.
BLM would react to racist
Yes,
Mario?
I watch
guys?
videos of women in hijabs every day, and they're like sucking cock. Yes. Anyway, continue.
How do you think
Anyway,
who would react to racist Mario?
What?
Can we all just react to racist Mario
Yeah.
on the episode?
Live
What are you
on
laughing at,
funny?
Ronan?
Why was what you said? Why was that funny to me? Why was
It
it
was.
that funny to me? It was what you said about women in hijab sucking cock.
They are.
It's because it's
Yeah,
awesome.
And I love it.
It's
That's
like
what
Hamoud
they're doing.
Habibi. What?
Ding dong, I think you're breathtaking.
Thank you.
Oh
I
my
think
You
you're
can't
like
say that,
you're
that's-
like Keanu Reeves. You're like Big Chungus Reeves.
Fan
Guys, what
casting
if
of
you-
Keanu Reeves is Big Chungus.
What
Good
if you
choice.
ordered an RGB keyboard?
Good
but
choice.
It came and it was an RBG keyboard, and it was
An
all
RB in the
Vader
Chief
Ginsburg.
keyboard?
It was
Yeah.
LGBTQ.
No, it was an
RBG
RB
keyboard.
FGTV.
FGTV. That channel's so funny to be like the Baldies in the elevator thing.
Baldies in the elevator.
Baldies in the elevator. I got a shiny recorder in the elevator. Oh yeah, that was another thing I was gonna say while we were still on the topic of like bad fan casting is have you noticed that Tom Holland's kind of defaulted to like being like Dwayne the Rock Johnson or Keanu Reeves or Ryan Reynolds?
Have you noticed that Tom Holland's kind of devolved? Like his brain starts.
Have you noticed that Tom Holland's
He's
fucking
turned, like,
gay, bro, and he has
Have
gay
you
face?
noticed that Tom Holland isn't real?
Stuff. It's really weird.
No,
Huh?
what I was gonna say is he's like Dwayne Johnson or Ryan Reynolds or Keanu Reeves, where he's just been defaulted as like the guy that everyone picks when they're not creative enough to pick like a role for something, and they just get they get one of those guys to fill it because like they're the guy who kind of
Well,
matches the idea.
Do you know
I
the
see
linking
that all the
factor
time.
between all that is like high sex appeal? So it's,
Yeah,
it's really all women's
that's it
fault.
too. But like, it's a big matter of just Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds as actors. They've kind of just been able to like kind of be default actors where they sort of kind of play themselves.
Yeah,
And so you're
it's true.
not
It
you're not
happens.
really watching.
Robert Downey
like-
Jr. too.
It's the same thing
He's
with like.
no, he's way better at like playing characters. Like when I'm watching a
but
Dwayne Johnson
name
movie,
one-
I'm watching Dwayne Johnson. I've
Name-
never
Yeah,
Yeah,
remembered the
there's
name
no
of
way
the
that's
character.
it's like anyone else, but
His like you watch a Dwayne Johnson movie and it's like you're not immersed in the fact that you're watching an actor play a character. You're like
I
I'm
thought he
watching
did
Dwayne
pretty
You're
Johnson.
like,
good.
oh, it's
Moana.
Jane. It's Wayne.
It's
Johnson,
Jane
that big
Dwanson.
white monkey.
I'm not saying Dwayne Johnson's a bad actor. I'm just saying when his like movies now are coming out, like and you're watching them, he's not really playing
Yeah.
a character. He's kind of just playing himself.
But
It's,
I
it was that
do
same
think
thing
that
with,
Robert Downey Jr. has like a worse case of that because it turns. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is always in the same role. You look at any role post maybe Sherlock Holmes 2. He's been in nothing because
He's well. That was more of a coincidental thing, kind of, because the Marvel
I mean,
movies
he is
are
really
so
high-
huge
highly
now, right? I
rated.
think that's a big part of it. But he's gonna do another Sherlock Holmes movie, I think.
ooh, that's exciting. He was really
Yeah.
good as a.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
I did like
Um,
Sherlock Holmes.
I
Have you
think
guys-
Robert.
He's
I don't
still
think
kind
it's.
of that.
I don't think it's that much of a problem with him as it just is how like people view him.
Yeah,
Just because
Yeah.
he's kind of the Iron Man. Iron Man's such a huge character now.
that's true.
I'd say.
Speaking of Sherlock Holmes, have you guys seen the discombobulate video?
Yes.
It's
Have
my
What's that?
you
favorite.
seen the? Have you
The
seen
what?
the discombobulate, but you make the combos one, and it's all like numbered?
No way.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's discombobulate, but
send
you
me
like
that?
press the number. Yeah, I'll get it. If you press the number keys, it switches between the timestamps. You can like combo the moves.
I would
So
just go
fucking funny.
discombobulate. I would just do that combo.
Yeah, you could just do that move over and over. It's
That's
like
awesome.
that's
What are we
basically
talking
like
about?
having in a fighting game, but on YouTube.
Discombobulate.
Discombobulate. No, I think Tom Holland's definitely become one of those where they just sort of default him because they're like, we need like a guy who's young and
We
kind of
need the
handsome
guy.
and like, skinny.
It's that same thing.
Right?
Keanu Reeves is like we need a guy who's kind of charming and kind of badass and has luscious black hair and a beard. That's kind of Keanu Reeves now. Like people wanted Keanu Reeves to play Darth Revan. I was like, really? Like, you can't
play
think
who?
of anyone better? Darth Revan.
Who's that?
I just
Like the
I don't
most-
think
he's
Keanu
like
Reeves
the-
is
He
that
has
good
Star
of an actor.
Wars.
I think he's just a good
I
guy.
think he's fun. I think, but I don't. It's just a thing of like he got kind of
He goes-
blown out.
He
of
got
proportion.
blown.
What's going
Yeah.
on?
Got a blowjob.
Oh,
Yeah.
He'll
What
become
was
Darth
it?
Revan, and I'll go, no, Darth Vader, you're breathtaking.
You know, Darth Revan is
You're all
is
Revan.
like the most famous. Well, not anymore, but he was the most famous Star Wars character who
Is
wasn't.
he
from
Jar
the
Jar
movies.
Binks?
No.
By the way, George Lucas is a pussy for not making Jar Jar Binks the main villain. Like, you could tell that's what he was trying
George
to do.
Lucas didn't make The Force Awakens.
Not in
No,
The
but
Force
he's talking about in
Awakens.
the
I'm not
the
talking
original
about that. I'm
trilogy,
talking
or
about
the-
in the prequel.
What do you mean he
Sequel.
was a pussy for doing it? Do you
Prequel.
think it even crossed his mind back then?
Yes,
Yes,
if
of
you
course.
look, you can tell
Right.
that he was
Yeah,
trying to make Jar Jar.
the theory video did
That
convince
theory
me.
came out like 14 years after the
Dude,
movie.
I
Well, you
swear,
know-
you can
you know
tell
the
he does
clip-
Jedi mind tricks. He moves his hands and like looks at people. You can look at him and tell.
I
You know
think
the
That's because they didn't know how to 3D animate, and they just like made it model.
No,
Made
he
him
was
move
moving
around.
his hands and his lips were moving. He was doing Jedi mind tricks.
No,
on the
because he-
people.
Because he was testing out his.
They don't do
They
They
had a
just wanted
guy
to have
in
an
a
animated
green
character.
suit who wanted to make Jar Jar the villain because he liked Jar Jar, and he was sitting there moving his mouth, and they just matched it up.
Well, don't you remember? You know the clip where he goes, "I may have gone a little overboard in a few places," but like what you
No,
don't
you know
know-
what you're talking about with that? Jar Jar's
No.
racist.
No,
Jar
no,
Jar's not
Lisa
racist.
Jar Jar.
There's an
Misa not
there's an extra-
racist.
there's an extra
he's
portion
Alberto.
of
He's
that
like,
goes,
Misa not racist. Misa not
Not
racist.
racist. Misa not racist. Annie
Look what
Bobani.
Misa made me do.
Annie
No,
Bobani.
No, what happened to my
Flip.
internet?
He knows like it is funny Oh fuck! What happened?
What? I don't.
Oh, okay. I
Huh?
thought. Sorry. I thought you were gone.
No.
No, it is funny in the video. It does make some good points. Like Jar Jar might be a drunken master, but I really like the idea of him like roundhouse kicking his fucking door and like going, "Look at what you made me do."
It's like the full clip of George Lucas. He goes, "I may
That's
have
the
gone a
thing.
little
That's the
overboard
thing
in a few
about
places."
about the evil Jar Jar theory. I've seen.
Fucking Ronan, you suck.
He said I might have
Oh my
gone
God.
a
It's
little
fine.
too far in places.
Sorry.
It's fine. He goes, "It's not funny anymore."
What?
Go ahead.
What I miss?
The evil
Nothing.
Jar Jar theory. What I would say about it is I've seen the video and it is pretty like goddamn interesting, but I don't know if you can like actively say that's what George Lucas
you can
intended.
actively say that's what she said and then
It
laugh.
could be a 50-50 split, and I think that my favorite thing about it would be the fact that like if it was intentional and he was actually like the secret Sith Lord who manipulated everything, we'll never find out.
That would be cool as fuck, though.
It was
It
revealed.
would.
Can we
Yeah,
get like a
it's actually
solo movie for Jar
awesome.
Jar?
I would have forgiven
Mm.
the Disney movies if they'd done that.
Wait, aren't they actually doing an Obi-Wan? Are they still doing the
Yeah,
Obi-Wan
they're doing
They
series?
said they were.
Oh, that is gonna be sick.
Oh,
because if it's on Disney Plus, dude, it's gonna have a high budget.
At my church that I used to go to, well, I
You
just
look
like
at
went to your church?
I just like visit there for activities and stuff like that. But they had a poster, like they like a poster for movies because they were having
Reddit?
movie nights. And one of the movies they were advertising was the Obi-Wan movie. But at that point, there was like literally no information out about the movie other than the fact that there was an Obi-Wan movie coming. So I'm
Well, Obi-Wan goes to
so
your
interested
church,
on
so
like
of course
what
you'd play
they
it.
were talking about and what movie they actually showed. Because,
Probably a New
like,
Hope, maybe, or like.
There's a
I don't
fan
know.
movie.
I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe
but,
it was.
It was a fan film made by
Yeah.
the
Maybe they
church.
had.
But it was like a poster of the Obi-Wan movie in quotation marks. But like,
Well, it shows where Obi-Wan goes after he disappears from the robe. He gets transported to like ancient Jerusalem.
after he goes to Iraq.
And well, he had the beard. He's an old man. He was basically.
That would be the twist
He's
of a
Santa
century.
Claus.
That would be the twist of a century is that Jesus was actually just Obi-Wan using the Force.
Look at me, I can walk on
Do you
water.
think, do you think they could get away with that?
I'm not understanding. That would be the best thing ever.
That would be based, yeah.
That would be based. God, it always defaults to Star Wars.
I know.
As long as we're talking about it, you know what I'm gonna say? Now that the Disney like trilogy has happened and it sucked and everyone hates it, I'm excited to see what like fan films people are gonna just make out of pure passion.
There's a
I know.
cool fan film that was coming out.
So many good
it was
Star Wars
fun.
fan films, but I'm saying like I want to see because there's been a project like this before. There's been a fan film where somebody basically tried to make Episode 7. Like,
Well, there was
but
a
I
really
wanna-
good one.
I want to
It's
see
called
a
The
bunch of
Mandalorian.
people. I want to see a bunch of random
Baby
like fans who are just so pissed about the Abrams and all the like Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker shit, and I want to see a bunch of people just driven solely by how much those movies sucked, just come together and make this massive fan trilogy.
Well, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna make they're gonna remake the script that what's his name was originally gonna make. The director of Jurassic World, who's supposed to
Johnny
make the third one.
Stamos.
Oh yeah,
Johnny Depp.
I saw that.
Johnny Depp.
I saw. I know
Gonna
what
be
you're
called
talking
Jurassic
about.
He got,
World.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want them to make another Star Tours,
Like the ride in Disney.
like the
World?
Disneyland ride.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude!
Why do you
Rides of
want it?
Resistance is such a fucking good ride. Like,
I want
Right.
another one, but just Jar Jar, and he's guiding me through the
He
galaxy.
goes, welcome to me.
Right.
You're flying alongside him. He's just gliding through space.
he can literally
He's
just
breaking everything.
Come on with me. I take you on a magical adventure.
He flies straight through a
Jar Jar,
Star
go,
Destroyer and
Jar Jar, go.
explodes.
He'd be like Goku.
You
He's
land
Goku,
in
dude.
Disneyland.
What if there was a Goku ride? What if you could be Goku?
Little James Island.
I think like 10
you
minutes ago I said I was gonna go on a tangent about nerd shit, and then we ended up getting to Star Wars eventually, but was not what I was gonna talk about. I'm saying. So Wasteland 3 came out like a couple days ago, and I've been playing it basically nonstop. And how it works is it's kind of like old school Fallout, where it's an asymmetrical RPG, but it's more with like XCOM style combat. Oh, that guy in my game chat just said the N word.
Nice.
No!
And it's really cool. You get a squad of characters, and it's basically just like proper Fallout.
You got
And
the squad.
you get to make 2 characters, and I've made my characters Suppy and Dibble. And that's kind of an SBC inside joke.
Name your next one Arab Sandler.
No, you only get to make 2 guys, and then you get your squad mates and your
We'll
companion.
restart the game and name one of your guys Arab Sandler.
Nah, I like my
Restart.
characters right now. I'm doing good.
Boy, me Dibble.
And my
And he goes, it's me, Dibble. It's me, Suppy. Yeah,
I'm
and
welcome to
Suppy-
Dibble and
Suppy's a
Shopping.
little like Suppy's like a little 1 foot tall like dwarf man who has to like he's really fast though, and he's a sniper, and he's good at like sneaking around, and
He's a scrappy
his
little
pat-
one character.
he's a scrappy little man. He has to like hug his
Scrappy
rifle.
Deppy Doo!
Yeah, he's
Playing
something
on
like that.
PC.
He has to run around, but his pathing, the game, him specifically, his pathfinding has been fucking up. So he's now just being like a loose cannon, and he ended up shooting one of my squad mates in like the shoulder and just incapacitating her.
Hell yeah, squad goals, dude.
And then he ran into a fucking boss fight arena before he could set up my guys. So they were all out in the open when he like signaled and started the fights. They all got gunned down immediately, and
They
I
got gunned?
won the encounter eventually. But my fucking you get a cat companion named Major Tom Cat, and got
Ground.
fucking killed
Major
because of that
Tom?
shit. And now I'm pissed about that. Yeah, like the song, you know the song.
Who just saying the first word in Space Odyssey? Ground.
Ground.
That's all it is.
No, sorry. That was my funny little tangent. Yeah, I'm loving Wasteland 3. I just want to talk about it because it's made me very happy to get like
Yeah.
a proper like good RPG
That's awesome.
in current year.
Ronan, that reminds me, I
Are you
remember
playing
one
on
time.
PC or Xbox? Sorry.
It's on
What's
everything.
up?
It's on PC, Xbox. I think
I think it's Game Pass for free because I have Game Pass. and
It is.
Oh,
yeah,
how
it
do
is.
you get Game Pass and stuff like that? Because I've been wanting to get it,
You
but I've
use
been
the
too lazy to
Microsoft-
look it up.
You use
Yeah,
the Microsoft.
you need to have a
Store.
Canadian citizenship first.
Yeah. First of all, obviously, I mean you should
Ah.
just have that. Anyway.
Yeah, you should just have that in general.
you don't have it, basically they send out like a missile to your house. Yeah.
So
Sorry,
I don't know
but
why I
that-
just
that-
thought
that
of
ding
this,
dong,
but
cut you off.
Microsoft. Can we talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator quickly? All the funny shit that's coming to that.
oh yeah, like the Epstein Island type
Like
thing,
the-
and people
I'm-
like
the
trying to
Cyberbullying.
yeah, the
People
cyberbullying.
Be like,
Cyberbullying.
here's my plane crashing into your house, bitch.
That's so funny.
My favorite
That's the
thing to come out of
funniest
it.
thing all time.
My favorite thing to come out of it has to be the fact that a coding bug created a 200-foot like monolith tower of death in the middle of Melbourne.
Wait, what?
I like
You
that.
didn't hear about that?
No.
So they got like
In
one
Australia?
character wrong, and it made like a fucking 200-foot like just tower of death in the middle of Melbourne, Australia. So I don't know if it's been
Mordor?
patched yet. I don't know.
From
Yes,
the
Eye of
land down
Sauron.
under.
Or
Eye
Eye
of
of
fucking
Sauron.
Sauron is in the middle of Melbourne, right? Well, I don't know if
That's
it's been
awesome.
patched out yet, but that's my favorite thing to come out of the whole game.
So
Where everyone teaming up
It's
to
so
go to
cool. I'm gonna
St.
play
James
it. I
Island.
don't know if my computer will be even. I hear it's pretty intensive.
yeah, I would play it, but I'm sure my computer can't handle it. So
Yeah, if-
Game Pass is just like $1 a month for all
it's
the
not
games.
$1.
No,
$1
it's five.
$10.
It's
Oh.
$10 a month.
yeah,
or something.
$10 a month. If you have PC too, you can get Ultimate with
Yeah.
Xbox Live for $15 a month.
Well, why does it?
Which
Why
is
the hell
pretty
does it
good.
say $1?
Because you can start and have a month for
It's
free.
you get
We're
I think 3
advertising
months
for
3 months
Microsoft.
for $1. I think is what you
Okay.
get.
Yeah,
But then it says it goes to
Three.
$5.
yeah.
Then
Yeah.
maybe it goes to $5.
Maybe it's
Ooh.
$5. I think it's $5 a month for normal.
I think that's
Um,
pretty worth it,
Ultimate
though.
and-
I mean,
and
It's
like,
a good service.
Yeah.
I use it like still. I like it a lot. Like I've been playing a lot of. I got Halo. Me and my friend got Halo Wars 2 on it because I got a free code for him, and I was like, hey, why don't we both? Because we've been talking about Halo Wars 2 for a long time. Neither of us bothered to actually sit down and play it.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, why don't we both get Halo Wars 2? It's on sale right now, so if we finish the campaign in the next couple days, if we like the game, we'll both buy the deluxe edition and play through all the DLCs, and we did, and it was awesome.
Halo Wars 2 you liked?
It's really good. It's better
You
than
like?
all the 343 Halo games put together. Like it's like I would be fine if Halo continued to exist as Halo Wars, because these games now feel more like Halo than the mainline series do. It's really nice. I love it.
What is that? What is
Yeah,
like
what's
Yogi
that?
Bear?
I don't know. It's like a grandpa or something in the back. It's either somebody's drunk uncle or it's Yogi Bear.
Hey, boo boo! Listen to that CC.
oh my God! Imagine.
Hey, boo boo, we gotta watch this podcast.
Hey, boo boo.
Oh, Yogi.
Cat's cat. Why did you send that? Oh my God, that was my favorite SMG4 video.
Get in there.
Hey, boo boo, let's watch some SMG4. Oh,
Hey,
Yogi,
boo-boo,
that's not
Spaghetti
very funny.
Spaghetteria.
Fuck is SMG4 like?
Super
As-
Mario Galaxy 4.
No,
Yeah, I know, but like I don't get it.
Motherfucker.
it's
I didn't-
just funny. Mario do the funny jokes.
I
But
didn't
now
read
it's
this-
It was
bad.
this YouTuber who would like
Doug.
animate in Gmod and SFM his Mario characters, and he would put them in like video games and stuff, and just
But I
like,
see
give them little
people
funny
talk about- I see
scenarios.
people talk about it like it has like a lore or something. Or like
Oh yeah, it has a
fucking
lore now. I
OG.
don't know why he added it, but it has a lore now. And so like,
It's not as good as Super Mario Logan.
No.
No,
Okay,
cute
hold
Mario
on,
Bros.
hold
is
on,
where it's
hold on,
at.
very quickly. The Jeffy car.
Don't talk about that.
the Jeffy
the
card.
Jeffy car.
That's on our
I-
list of banned
I
topics. We cannot
sometimes
talk about the
no,
Jeffy car.
I'm sorry, I have to get this out of there. I sometimes forget SML has like they have money to burn, and they bought a fucking Lamborghini and painted Jeffy all over it.
Wait, what?
W
You're
dot
kidding me, right?
Super
No,
Mario.
look it up. It's called the Jeffy. It's called the Jeffy car.
I'm
Look
looking
it
it
up.
up right now. It's on
They
screen
got
if
a
I can
Lambo-
find
Has a
it.
Lamborghini.
They got a custom Lamborghini for fucking Jeffy. And there's so somewhere out there, there's just a Lambo with Jeffy's face on it.
Daddy.
And
I don't believe
it
that.
says,
I
it
don't
says,
believe
"Hey,
you.
fuck you, daddy." I don't know. They have it sitting in a Lambo.
Oh my
It's
God.
real. I'm not kidding. It's real. It's real.
Put it up on screen right now.
Yeah, it's
Screen
up on
right
screen.
now. There's like a video of them fucking wheeling the thing in, like they're picking up the car. The guys just wheeling the thing and they go, "Oh my God,
I'm sending a picture of it to the
They're eating her, and now they're gonna eat
look
me.
at me!"
Oh my god.
There's a Jeffy car. There's a
The
fucking.
Jeffy
We live in a world where there's a Jeffy car,
You know Lamborghini,
and it's a Lambo.
donated-
Someday we're gonna buy the
they
Jeffy
donated
car.
a Pope mobile to the Catholic Church. It's like it's a white Lamborghini with gold stripes down the middle, like the Pope's hat.
Oh, that's
and
hot.
they donated it for charity, which
I mean,
like Why?
What? That's
is that
not
as good as-
charity.
Is that as good as
It's a
Undertale
warbird
though?
car.
I don't think so.
No, it's not. It's not as good. But the Pope signed it with a Sharpie.
Can we get the Robbie G car?
Something that it made me think of.
Space.
I remember when I
Red
was at the
Beamer?
mall and there was one of those T-shirt kiosks with like shirts and stuff like that. And you know how they always have really bad
Yep.
stuff on them. So the one that I found, I think my favorite, is it's Goku fist bumping Rick and Morty, and,
Yes.
and it says go bro mode, and it's like in impact font. Impact font. It's fucking
I don't know.
awesome.
I don't
I'm
know
so
how
sad.
this story. You reminded me of like just a small anecdote. It's just I live in near Vancouver, but it's kind of a rail town. So sometimes you see like funny graffiti art on the trains, and the funniest fucking one I ever saw was painted on the side of a train car was Gangster Bugs Bunny.
I love the gangster SpongeBob and gangster Bugs Bunny
Yes,
stuff. that
Dude,
always-
Mr.
Yes,
H,
it's so
Mr.
funny.
H said he used to have
He's lying. Those shirts are like designer.
I know, but I really want to believe that Mr. H used to have
He's fucking lying.
he used to have
Designer?
gangster Bugs
No, they're
Bunny.
they're designer fucking like gangster cartoon character shirts, and they're like
do not
they're like
believe that.
$200.
And now
I
they're in
don't
a
believe
Goodwill
that.
somewhere.
They're garbage. They suck ass. They're funny.
So
Effie said the N word, so you
But
need
yeah,
to get canceled.
the second best thing I ever saw painted on the side of a train car was fucking Pickle Rick.
that's awesome.
Jeffy Bad Boy Attack.
Yeah, I
Effie
feel like
bad
I'm Rick and
boy,
Morty.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel Ding,
I must
you're-
confess
you're
that I feel
Rick
like
and
a
I'm
Rick and
Morty,
Morty.
bro.
That's
And
what JPEG
Ronan's
Mafia
Pickle
said.
Rick.
Have I ever
He
like
said, "I
told
feel
the
like a
story
Rick and
about the I've told it to all you guys before. I don't think I've ever talked about it on the podcast. The story like the crazy Asian guy.
I don't remember
Yeah,
the
you
story.
said
What
it-
is
you
it?
told us before.
Crazy Rich
Okay,
Asians.
I'll tell it to Sriracha.
Crazy
so,
Rich Asians.
I love that movie.
Wait, can I just read off the shirt? I found a Family Guy shirt that on this app, and it's like one of those graphic things, and it says, "You know you're a Family Guy when you think there's an evil monkey living in your closet. You suddenly hate broccoli. You say giggity 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 whenever you see a young woman. You know you're a
We just
Family
blew
Guy
it up.
fan when." You know you're a Family Guy fan when you want Lois not to be live anymore.
What?
I like how matter of fact it
I'm
is.
gonna send it.
Die,
so
bitch.
dumb.
Okay, so no, the thing I was gonna talk about. So there's a mall near there's a lot of there's a pretty big Gundam mecha modeling scene in Vancouver. So there's a lot of stores, and one of the ones I go to is at a mall, but it's a bit of a ways away. So I have to like make the trip, and I take the sky. Well, I used to take the sky train. And one time I was, me and my friends were there, and we'd just gotten our shit, and we were walking across the street from the mall out to where the SkyTrain station was, and we see this guy on the corner, and he's holding up a sign. Now this guy's clearly like some sort of like church evangelist, right?
Dude, like
so
Evangelion, bro. That's awesome.
he's pushing something. It's like a sign full of like all like do's and don'ts type shit, you know, like the sinner. And
Yeah.
one of the things on it says smoking the marijuana, doing
awesome.
drug. It's all in like broken English, and my favorite one is doing homosex.
What?
Wow, Ronan, you're
None of
breaking
that.
like half the
You
cardinal
have-
I
sins,
know, I was
bro.
breaking like half those codes, and so he tries to like talk to me our friends because we're like some young looking men who need Jesus in their lives, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, you want to be safe? He's like in his thick accent. He goes, you want to be safe? And I go, no, I think I'm fine where I'm going right now. And then so that was that. And I said, I think I'm probably gonna go to hell, honestly. And then I walked
Make sure of
away,
it.
right?
So you don't
And I
wanna
went
be
back
saved,
there
dude?
a few weeks later, and what do you know? He was there again on the same street corner, and he tried talking. I don't think he remembered. He tried talking to us again, and I'd kind of just lost my nerves because I did this really racist Asian accent, and I
Oh,
said,
no.
me do the big homosex, me fuck my asses,
No, Ronan.
and then I
You're gonna
walked
get
away.
canceled.
I walked
Put a
away,
big
and I was
bleep
like,
over
as I-
that. Put a big bleep.
put a big bleep over
I mean,
that. Do
hopefully
that.
he understood.
Yeah, as I was walking away to the crowd, like he was fading out of view, I just heard him like say in the background, he goes,
Fading away.
"Cannot stop me."
Yeah, you killed him.
It's like-
He's disintegrating. It's like Thanos.
He's fading away into the crowd like he's disappearing. You cannot stop me. My nemesis is born.
It's like
For the
that
rest of your
one.
life. You
It's like the
cannot stop
one.
me.
He pissed me off. Like, don't ever tell someone how they can and can't be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do what makes you happy. This is SBC real minute. It's where do whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone
But dude,
or
that
yourself.
was freaked up.
Yeah, we
You can't
support
do
the
that
homo
accent.
sex.
Right?
He can't.
We,
Religion's fine,
us at
religion's
SBC, we
fine,
support homosexuals.
But religion is fine, but don't ever try to stop people from living their lives the way they do.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
There was this one guy.
Let people have homosex if they want to. It's completely
Yeah.
fine. Why
And
not?
they're enjoying it.
sure,
Yeah,
me no
Personally,
homosex,
yeah,
but if you
listen,
homosex,
I
that is
don't sure.
That
that's
reminds
cool.
me-
Asshole, and I think it's awesome. And
Yeah.
sometimes I want to do it.
That's what.
Listen, Catholic Church.
I
we
was
don't
talking
bother
about-
you.
I was
watching
talking
cuties
about
if You
this.
don't bother us.
I was talking about this. Oh yeah, you know what? Another joke quickly. What's the difference between a pro Smash player and the Catholic Church?
Oh, Fortnite. Oh.
that was funny.
Dude, you're so fucking stupid.
How are you still
love
doing
you.
that dumb laugh?
Okay, so Roman's.
Ooh, my favorite game, Fortnite. Chug Jug, getting squads VC. Get your dub on.
So Ronan's
Fortnite.
homophobe story reminded me of this other homophobic
You didn't
Catholic.
tell the punchline.
No, we don't need to.
Yeah,
Homophobic
the name was
episode.
Sriracha
Okay, we
and
don't-
Ding.
I guess we don't
Yeah,
need it.
I know
That's
who
true.
you're talking about.
Yeah. And so no, you don't, Ding. You are not. You are
Yeah,
not in my
Sriracha
neighborhood.
sucks. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, no way. So, At my middle
Mau.
school, we would often walk to this ice cream place that was pretty close on half days and stuff like that. And so one day we walked there, like, and this is like a school-wide kind of thing. So like, there's a lot of people there, and there's this dude literally on a soapbox, and he's screaming about like he's in like sort of priest's clothes type beat, and he's like screaming about like, if you're gay, you're going to hell, but you can redeem yourself. Call now, come, I can redeem you. And so the
Follow me.
my middle school is pretty,
me.
but we're a pretty progressive school, all things considered, and so we start yelling back at him like,
Slow.
well, homosex is okay, bro. And we get kicked off, even though this guy's disrupting everyone and like yelling about how homosexuals are bad. We are the ones who get kicked off. We can't go back there again. Oops, I said the name of the ice cream place. I'll censor that later.
The demon
Okay.
bottle treat street.
Dude, I don't think anyone on the planet cares.
I do.
I don't even think the guy who runs it cares.
No, I know
don't
where
think
Sriracha
anyone-
lives.
I don't think I cares.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna see how
Will
many there are.
Stough, you're so
Okay, so
random
Will
and
Stough-
quirky.
So
I
Will
know.
Stough,
I'm
talk
pretty
about
Sleep it out.
talk about your redeeming yourself or whatever.
Oh no, I was gonna say, do you think if you like inputted, you know those movie redeeming websites where you type in the code that's in like the Blu-ray cases? What do you think would come up if you typed in the codes on the back of Hitman's head?
Hitman the movie, duh.
You get a
But,
free
like,
copy
they-
of it.
No, I don't believe
You get a
it.
free copy.
It
of
would
It's a
come. It
perfect
would come
copy.
out of your
You scanned
computer
it.
screen.
What if you scan
You
the barcode?
scan it with a
and stuff?
barcode where it'd say Hitman Blu-ray 1999.
Not
It'd
the
say
game?
Hitman Real, and he
That's
comes
what
to your
that.
house.
That's what that is. That's all. That's the
Came out
reason
in
that's actually there.
2007.
Hitman invented Blu-ray.
They just fucked up.
I
They
would
were
think
putting that on.
Hitman's Bodyguard at least would come up.
He'd go.
No, there's
Hey.
Ryan
like
Reynolds famous
several
movie.
Hitman movies.
Going back to
Did
what Sriracha was
you not
talking
know
about,
that? Did you not know there were
Yeah.
several Hitman movies?
Bro.
There's only like two though.
Yeah.
No, there was two.
there was
Hitman
two, but did you not know that? You didn't know that.
There were
And then there was
several,
Hitman
and by several,
2014 or
I mean
something.
two. There were a couple of Hitman movies.
There were a couple of Hitman movies.
There was a couple. There was a supple.
Guys,
There's a suppy of Hitman movies.
Suppy and Dibble. The clones of them are Supple and Dibby.
And did he?
A supple, they're like Suppy and Dibble are
A dippy bar.
dippy bar.
Dippy bar fan
No one at home
53.
is gonna understand. No one at home is gonna understand Suppy and Dibble.
No.
But they're gonna
yeah.
understand dippy bar.
So we're gonna have to invent these characters on the podcast. These two little crazy characters. Suppy.
We already did. They were here at the beginning.
Yeah, they were here. We saw them. We talked.
Oh yeah, that's
They
right.
left.
They were.
They ran away. You scared them.
Sorry.
You
They'll be on
freaked
the
them out with
thumbnail.
all your homosex.
Yeah, you hear almost say they said, "Oh my God, we're straight."
They said, oh my God, we're straight.
They said, "Oh my god."
They were appalled by it.
Yeah.
They're like,
Oh,
they're the
God.
fucking parents. They're the fucking parents from the.
Your son comes up to you.
He's a Republican senator.
Yeah, you're a beautiful.
He had that sudden realization that he was straight and that he doesn't want to be near a gay person. He's afraid to rub off on
He
it.
looked down at his hands. He said, "You're not gonna try to f me, are you?"
You know what we need? We need a
We need weed, dude.
we need a SBC. I was talking about this. We said we need SBC podcast. Ding Dong says something gay super cut. It's gonna be like 2 hours
Please.
long.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
like
that
it's
was
gonna
in
be an hour long.
That was in a Jackbox thing. That was really awesome. If anyone wants to do it, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop.
I'm probably
you.
gonna
Yeah,
do
I
it.
dare you.
I'm gonna copyright
same
you,
with
bro.
like fan animatics, any of that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all,
please
if
make
you
an
animate,
animation.
if you animate anything from the podcast, please animate. If we ever get like animated bits or fan art, or like not fan art, but like if we ever get animatics of our bits, then do the Ding Dong gay stuff.
And if you do it, we will ban
Do
you. We
Opa
will
Gangnam
take all
Style.
of
We're gonna block
Yeah,
you. We're not gonna
every
associate with you
episode.
because if you give Ding Dong his classic forehead dent, you are banned. You are blocked.
I have a
Yeah, if
big
you
one.
give Ding Dong head,
Restricted.
you're
I'm gonna
going
report
to
you.
hell.
Frankly, we're gonna get your video taken down. We're gonna get you
You are.
blacklisted.
We're gonna
You
go
are
to
banned
Viacom.
from Twitter.
We're gonna shut off your network. We're gonna dox your whole family.
This was it I wanted to talk about.
What did you guys ever have like a really like wide teacher? Like I don't know.
Wide
Putin?
Wide?
Wide.
Yeah,
think a
wide
like, wide
teacher?
Putin? Yeah.
You guys ever have
Like
a wide
fat,
Putin?
teacher. Because I wanted to come up with that. I wanted to ask you guys a hypothetical. Like if you could envision like a really
No,
wide or
hypotheticals
fat
are my
teacher.
thing. Fuck
What do you
off.
think?
Okay,
wide
wait.
or white?
Ronan.
Explain what are you talking about?
A wide teeth. You know those wide.
A
those
wide
teachers whose their hips are like 2 meters circumference.
Oh my
I'm
god.
cloning.
Like, have you ever seen like they're really big and giant, and they try to squeeze between your desks, but every time they
Whoa,
do,
whoa,
they
whoa.
like end up pushing the desks.
I've never had a teacher.
Is this just the no? I just got a nosebleed too. Hold on.
The stigmata.
This is just the nosebleed.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'll be right back.
It's a problem.
Keep talking
Infinity.
about- I'll be back.
The stigmata.
Can we please
But I
watch
was gonna ask-
8 Crazy Nights? We really need to watch it.
I would love to watch it. That
What?
would literally make me scream and cry, but in a good way.
It's so bad. It'd be so worth it.
But I wanna put. Can we make?
I
it,
think I've
do they have,
talked.
like an Arabic.
I think I've I watched Here Comes the Boom in German.
Why in German? Why?
I don't know.
Because it's
With
based.
Kevin James? With
Because he
Kevin
goes, "Da, you come."
Because it's funny seeing German Kevin James.
You will die.
He said, "Don't go to big line."
Join me, Link, and I will make your face the greatest. You're gonna die.
Make your
Hey,
face.
You will die.
I think I've mentioned this on one of the earlier episodes, but 8 Crazy Nights, every time me and a friend try to watch it, it doesn't, something goes wrong. I mean,
Yeah, like your house burns down.
like that movie
You get 8.
fucking, that movie sucks.
Yeah, you get 8 crazy
evil.
It
rights,
does
and
not-
you start getting
It does
scared.
not look very good.
It's pretty bad.
No, it's
It's-
bad. It's really bad.
It's really
Every
bad.
time I sit down and try to watch an Adam Sandler movie, I get a nosebleed and I start like humming
Shut
the
your
alphabet
wooden
backwards.
mouth.
I can't believe me and Ding Dong both got nosebleeds on this episode. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is the nosebleed episode.
That's
I'm gonna
the
in the
thing,
thumbnail.
that was
everyone's
me.
gonna be having.
I
a nosebleed.
returned, and my divine second coming has triggered the stigmata.
Yeah,
in
the
all of you.
thumbnail's gonna be Ronan rising from the clone tube, and Ding Dong and Cat's noses are bleeding like anime, bro. Life is
Yeah.
like an anime. Did you? Okay.
My life is like a video game.
Life is like an anime. Think about it. You got Naisu waifus, and you got the Chad. The Chad.
There's a super long pause.
And you've got stop making up women and drink this senzuline.
And then he says the N-word, but you can't say that, Ronan. Ronan, is there?
I didn't say it, you idiot.
There's Black Nan.
Mhm.
The Ronan clone that's just African American.
Can we go back to my wide teachers?
Yeah, wide
Yeah,
teacher.
white
You're-
teacher hypothetical.
Yeah, but one more thing, Ronan. Did you send the ration video?
Well, here I go.
Okay. Tell your
Okay,
story. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's talk about these wide teachers.
Yeah, these
Yeah, what
wide
do you
teachers.
do? Okay, so what do? You're sitting in class. You're chewing your pencil. You're chewing non off the pencil. It's almost halfway gone. Everyone's like, "Where's our teacher?" She's like, 15 minutes late. Like, she's usually here on time. And she's pretty big, pretty wide. 2 to 3 meter wide circumference waist. But it's like she's shaped like a not a dreidel, like one of those like tops, like what he spins in Inception.
Yeah.
Like a bubble bath. Kind of.
So she's like,
so.
Is he like Jake Lloyd where he goes, "I'll try spinning"? That's a good trick.
No. Not at all. Not like Minnie.
Why?
Not at
Why
all.
not? Why not?
Because he can't, or because she can't. She's a female, and she's not
Yeah,
Jake Lloyd.
she's a beautiful, a big beautiful woman.
God, I love that.
BBW. She's a big beautiful woman.
Who changed the name of the thing to official My Little Pony Death Battle server?
It's time for a death battle.
It's time for a death battle. He's whizzing out Moonstick. Today, we got Pinkie Pie versus Deadpool. Ready? Begin.
I literally can't remember. I can't remember Wiz's name. I always think he's called Stitch or Sitch or.
Oh my god! Wait. Okay. Something crazy. I was looking up for images. Or music actually. I was looking for music for the lost episode because we talk about Sonic R. So I had to look up Tails Doll for something. And the amount of Spanish rap battles featuring Tails Doll is absurd. There's so many of them, like at least 3, probably 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you my favorite rap battle, Shrek versus the Grinch. I listened to it at least 5 times. I'm not even kidding. I listened to it at work today.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
about your wide teachers.
Okay, so you're sitting in class, 15 minutes late. She hasn't come in yet. Finally, you hear thumping. You hear boom, boom. Everyone's water glasses are shaking like in Jurassic Park.
She walks into class. Drinking water. They don't have like glasses. There'd be a water bottle. You're in class.
Yeah, who's bringing water glasses to class?
One guy brought it to class because he knew it would happen. He just watched.
Yeah, he was setting her up. Yeah,
he wanted a cool. He wanted a cool shot for the trailer.
She walks into the class and she's wearing like her normal outfit. She's just wearing like some big pants and like a shirt or whatever.
Can she
but
wear a
over her big pants, she's wearing the biggest diaper you have ever seen. But over her clothes. So there's no real reason for her to have it at all.
Does she just say she just got off of her day job?
No, people ask her, but she keeps like writing really fast.
Can I ask a hypothetical after this one?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so she's writing down all these numbers right on the board, and you ask her like, hey, what's with the? You look at your outfit's a little different today. She doesn't acknowledge it. She's a little like teary-eyed. And
Battle Avenue.
What would you do if you got a nosebleed and you asked for a napkin, but she said they were all out, and she took the diaper off and was like, "You can have this though."
Does it have stains on it?
You can't see. She's holding it kind of like folded. Like it's like a big poster board size, like even folded in half. That's how big.
I would say, damn, she kind of bad though.
But
what would you?
Classy.
What would you do?
I just say, "Can I go to the bathroom?"
Yeah.
She locks the door and says no.
She goes, no.
No, this is.
I use my paper from my textbook.
Yeah, I'd use something that's not her filthy diaper.
Yeah, then you go.
She rips it out of your hand.
Wait, so if it's on the outside, of her body, like,
yeah,
she hasn't used it or anything, right?
No, but I would assume that like there's something evil going on in there.
Yeah,
evil.
I mean, like generally, but like I also don't want a bloody
hypothetical
nose, so it's like
she's being held hostage. Right?
She's held hostage in a diaper.
Everyone's
She traps you in the diaper.
Well, you're asking like your partners.
Yeah.
Like, well, why is she in the diaper? And everyone's like, don't ask.
Because she's a baby.
Don't ask her about it.
yeah, because she's a baby.
They're like nodding, like shaking really quickly.
Fans say he looks
But
like.
it's over her clothes. And so ultimately you say fine, you take it, right?
Yeah, so
like,
ultimate custom night.
There's a multicolored stain on the inside. Of it.
Multicolor, it's like rainbow.
Is it like rainbow?
Yeah, it's like a
It's like
beautiful
tie-dye.
gradient.
Yeah, her
They
diaper's the
fucking
rainbow
unicorns
back.
red or
dancing
brown.
on rainbows.
And well, what do you think is going on? What are your theories for the
I'd
moment?
say, are you Rainbow Dash, My Little Pony?
Are you my little pony?
I don't think she is. I honestly wouldn't believe she's Rainbow Dash.
No, I get her, and
I would say-
I hold it up like a flag of like of
I'd hold it up like a big flag and say, "What is this?"
What if you help?
Show the class and say, "She's a demon."
I would start reciting the Shrek versus Grinch rap battle. My favorite line is when Shrek he goes, "Well, Grinch, in this battle you will fall."
You never say that.
Shrek wouldn't say that. That's why I love it. It doesn't sound like something Shrek would say.
What if your wide teacher
Shrek
turned
pranks
to the
him,
side, but her silhouette, like the outline of her, was the exact same as Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony.
It's like her shadow. She looks normal, but like her shadow shows off like Rainbow Dash.
I'd walk up to her with a needle and I'd pop her balloon body, and she'd turn into Rainbow Dash.
It was Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash was trapped inside.
She goes,
"Oh my God,
you freed me!"
She's tied with rubber bands, like in the middle. You know the GTA, the heart in the middle of that's chained up in the Liberty Bell or whatever, the Statue of Liberty. It's like that. It's like that, but you cut open your wide teacher and it's Rainbow Dash, like tied, chained up with rubber bands.
It's like that horror. It's like the
air.
image of GLaDOS, but human, where she's like a bound woman, but that's Rainbow Dash.
Actually, yeah, it's exactly that.
Dude, what if GLaDOS was real? That'd be kind of freaking awesome.
She is. She's in your phone.
Do you guys
Her name is
know what
Siri.
I'm talking about? What is it?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, here, I'll send
I
you
don't
it.
know what you're talking about.
It's this.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Does that say GLaDOS Dami tu Cosita? Oh.
Oh my God.
Where did Ronan and Ding Dong go?
Me? I'm
They
Ronan.
both got no.
Well, I mean, I'm not, but like.
That's
You know.
Yeah,
Clonan.
you're technically Clonan. Clonan, is it okay if I call you Ronan?
Sure.
Okay. I know it's not
Clonan's
technically.
like-
Do you
it's a little-
gain all of his memories?
It's a little
No.
insensitive.
I have them
Yeah.
all, but I'm not him.
I
Clonan
have
is
them
like
all. It's
the
a collection.
Clonan's like the Grinch, but his brain shrinks two sizes his face.
He goes, "You will never get in this battle. You will fall." Yarr.
What if Shrek was on the podcast? That'd be kind of awesome.
Dude,
Guys,
Shrek
it's
and Donkey
me,
were on the
it's
podcast. They said
Shrek
ogres are like
from the
onions, and then they
SBC
sang freaking
podcast.
Smash Mouth.
I don't know.
What if Isaac from The Binding of Isaac was actually Shrek?
Dude, I'm playing Binding of Isaac right now! Wow, how did you know? Wow! I was literally
I know
about to
freaking
talk
too.
about Binding of Isaac, because I was like,
Biden of Isaac?
Binding of Isaac? What would happen? Imagine
You
that,
go-
though.
You go, come here, fat. Listen to me. I should my tears to you, and I'm running through dungeons. And my mama, she gave me in the basement. I go under three levels underneath.
My mom always told me.
I shoot little teardrops out of my eyes. I hit little poops, and I'm running around in fields and such. Cause I'm the Biden of Isaac. What do
I
you
am
think Trump's
too.
favorite video game is?
Call of Duty because he gets to.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
No.
I love Super Mario Brothers 2. It's my favorite.
I
love
It's
you.
my favorite game.
When
Mario ran over the.
When Mario ran over Donkey Kong and raced
I would choose
Mario,
Peach. I would choose
have to
Princess
say,
Peach.
I
I would
love-
choose Peach.
He would choose Peach,
I
that
love-
little scoundrel. Go, white boy, go.
Oh, that made me laugh. My nose. My
Go,
nose
white boy,
fucking
go.
clogged.
What does that mean, huh? What does that mean? How fast can you go?
How
was the
fast
top-
can the
Okay,
white boy
why do
go?
I have to watch it? Can't I just eat the food? Sorry, you can cut me out yelling loudly.
What food?
Will Stough, are you yelling
I
at
have
your
to eat
mother?
food. No, no,
Food?
Everyone knows
Mom.
Will lives alone.
my dad.
Okay,
This is some
then
church
fine.
thing
What
I
would
don't
you
wanna
do
watch.
if World War III happened and you all had to go in? The SBC members all had to go into a bunker and they couldn't go out, but they only had a limited number of food and had no way of sustaining it. So
We'd
I'd eat
record
all
the
of it.
podcast and we'd say, "Hello,
We-
everybody!
try
Hello,
to
YouTube!"
And you knew that your time left in this bunker was finite before you all eventually starved. So then Putin walks in and he's really wide.
He wouldn't do that.
yeah.
Hey, Wood.
No, he wouldn't. He would come on the SBC podcast. He'd say, "I'm Putin."
And he'd say, I am very wide, brother. Comrade.
His name is Poop, more like Poopin. Am I
He'd
right?
say,
Guys,
play
am
the
I right?
Soviet-Russian theme on the bus and make everyone laugh.
I think he'd say, I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna play the Soviet anthem, 300% volume, bass boosted.
They go, my wife. He goes, my wife.
My wife.
My wife.
Maui time.
Maui. Okay, what's everyone's favorite Disney
What can
movie? We
I
talked
say
about that.
except I believe in
Favorite
trans
Disney
rights.
movie?
Yeah.
Hunchback of
Probably
Notre Dame, Treasure Planet, or Atlantis?
Treasure Planet, yes, that's a good one.
I've been
Treasure
meaning to
Planet
watch
is the
Treasure
best of all the
Planet. I
ones
still have
you
not
listed.
watched that one.
Hunchback in Notre
Planet?
Dame is pretty
You haven't
fucking awesome.
seen it.
I still gotta
Hunchback's
say
music is
Incredibles.
thebomb.com.
Like
of Notre Dame.
fire, hellfire.
I mainly just
from
like
the
the
giant
the
cock.
Quad Prolo character and Sir what's his
Sir
name?
Lolalot? I love that
No,
guy.
no.
Mr. Beast?
Ronan.
Voice Tony
Mr.
Jay-
Beast?
Tony Jay's a fucking awesome voice actor, and I enjoy everything he works on.
Remember
Ronan, that
Mr.
reminds
Beast
me
was
of one time I sent a video to Julian. It was a clip from Hunchback in Notre Dame where he opens the casket. He goes, "A baby? No, a monster!" I said that to
Julian.
I said me with Halo 4. I said that to him like 5 years ago. It was so funny.
That's kind of awesome.
You just called him
Julian.
Me?
You just called him
Julian.
bro.
Dude, you canceled him, dude.
You just doxed
Oh,
him.
wow. Oh, wow.
Dude.
Uh-oh.
Holy crap, that's freaked up.
What if you're on a phone call with the
Can
president? but he
somebody just record themselves saying Julian and then just like place that over all of the instances of us saying
Julian. Oh yeah, of course.
Julian.
Julian.
No, you gotta say it in a very
Julian.
monotone voice. You gotta just go Julian.
Julian. Yeah.
Why is it
Dingo,
Mario?
weren't you gonna talk about Ellen Page?
Ellen DeGenerate?
I was just watching Umbrella Academy and I was calling Ronan and I saw
Oh.
Ellen Page and I said, "Wow, Ellen Page is a fucking disgusting."
Why were you watching Umbrella Academy?
Because somebody at work told me to watch it.
Umbrella Academy
No, it
rocks.
sucks. Don't watch
No,
it.
it's good.
That's it.
It seems pretty stylized and fun, but I just don't have any drive to watch
It's
it.
such like a boring
What? No way. I like it.
teenage thing to me.
I wonder what the Umbrella Academy audience would say about like Transformers and Gundam.
About transphobes.
They wouldn't
Seems
watch
like an
it.
old thing.
There's no like, yeah, it's
There we go. Well, look
not
what we
Marvel.
got. What you
it's
gonna
from more
do?
than like 10 years ago.
I heard they played bad guy. They played bad guy in Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
played
Russian?
they played
German?
like a remixed version of it.
Yeah,
Or
like
it was
I'm
like
the
a cover
bad
of it.
guy.
Bad
My introduce
guy.
your dad type. I'm the bad guy.
Guys,
Anyway, I
please
saw
don't
Ellen
insult
Page,
Billie Eilish.
and I
We're
was
having
like,
her on the
oh my
podcast
God.
next
Like
week.
I said, like she is so fucking rancid. She's like a disgusting square-headed creature. And I told Ronan like she gets literally uglier every minute that she's alive. She gets uglier.
Why are you so mean?
Who?
She,
Ellen
Ellen Page
Page.
used to be
I don't
kind of
know. I
cute,
don't have anything against Ellen Page. I just saw her. I was like, oh my God. That's really
Wait,
Maybe
which
they
one
don't
is
spend,
Ellen
like-
Page?
She's from Beyond Two Souls. She was in that. She was in
I just
Juno.
when I saw her dancing, it made me really uncomfortable, and I wanted to strangle her and like.
Just
attack
which
her.
character? That's all I need to know.
She was in. She was in Deuce Bigelow, American Gigolo.
Just Google her.
Yeah,
She
Sriracha.
was in that one movie where she threatens to cut the guy's balls off and like ices him up and like straps.
Oh, that's
him down
kind of
and cuts
hot.
his balls
I'm
off.
just kidding. I'm just
Super?
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm lying.
Oh,
Okay,
Ellen
she-
Page plays the one violin girl, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she plays a violin.
I'm
girl.
literally kidding. I don't actually have anything against Ellen Page. I just thought it's a really funny
Yes, you do.
idea.
You hate
Yes,
her.
you do.
told me.
You literally spent the last 15 minutes just being like, oh, I fucking hate this stupid.
Well,
We did not
apparently
talk
she has
about-
some, like, really annoying
We talked
political
about Ben
takes.
Shapiro's sister yesterday, like for 10 minutes, because like
Yeah.
The 10-minute
he'd
power hour, but it's just
he'd
Ben
never
Shapiro.
seen her like. I was like, really? You of all fucking people have never you've never looked at her?
Who
Why
hasn't?
me of all
Ding dong?
people? Let's discuss that. Why is it me
Ding
of all
dong.
people?
You're
Because-
a coomer.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
not a coomer.
That's
Okay.
no, you are. Ding
Okay.
dong.
I am.
Yes.
Are you really doing this to me? Why am I coomer? Describe to me how I'm a coomer.
What is a Kuma?
Because
This is stupid. All I can think of is that stupid Half-Life thing.
Okay. Also, what is a
Dr. Coomer.
coomer? Define that. Define what a
Define-
coomer is.
I know what it is.
Define
Picture on
Coomer.
screen.
I know what Kuma is from
Screen now.
the Sam Hyde
What, put the
video
photo
with
of the
Mom.
Coomer?
Yeah. there he is.
I
That's
do
Just a
gotta be
picture-
looking
just
like
put a picture of Ding Dong.
Back when the Fan 53 Discord was still a thing, I remember there was this. I made like a joke. I made like a joke post because they had a fucking porn channel in the Fan 53 Discord.
that's
Yeah.
horrible.
And
That literally makes me.
I did like a
vomit.
.amg search in there, and somebody thought I was like being genuine and sent the Cooper picture, and he kept sending it, and I was like, why you keep sending that? What's that picture? Why you keep sending it? He's like, that's a Cooper. It's like, that's cool. Is he your friend?
the
And
Coomer
I just kept
Wojak.
saying that. He said, no, this is you. I'm showing you a mirror. I'm like, who's your friend? Hi.
Dumb.
It's like, what's
Hi,
that
Coomer.
picture?
How are you?
Hi, Cooper.
Wait, so
how are
define-
you?
Define what it is and explain why Ding Dong is.
I'm gonna do my impression of the Coomer. Ready?
I
Hi, I'm
Yes.
Coomer, and I play Chameleon Twist on my Nintendo 64 every single day.
The Coomer wouldn't do that.
No,
He
the
loves
only reason,
Chameleon
the
Twist.
only reason I
Do you
the
play
only reason I
Chameleon
brought it up
Fist?
is because Ding Dong seems to get like really like focused on like one like random chick
One
who he
beautiful
finds really
woman.
hot. for, like, a week.
Okay, okay. Look, I'm not gonna even argue that. Not gonna even argue that. That's
No,
what they said
'cause
to me
you
at work
can't.
the other day. That's what they said that worked to me the other day. One of like the other like managers, my friend, she was like interviewing this one girl, and then she was talking to me. She said, "Oh, she said, I think this could be." Well, I'm not gonna say my actual name. I'm not gonna say my actual name, but she basically said like, "Oh, I think this could be like your new crush." And I was like, "What? That's not true. I've never once had a crush on anybody ever. Never happened.
Never
Ever."
once, ever. You know what? You know I just realized we need to talk about is Half-Life, but the AI is self-aware.
Oh,
That is the best series on YouTube. I'm
see,
not
this
even-
is the
What
thing
is
that
that?
I have
It's
very
so
strong
good.
opinions about it. Because I think the show itself, it's really funny. It's really
I think
clever.
it's funny, but the
Yeah.
like
But
nobody
the fan, like
nobody
the
was
reception
predicted
they're
it.
turning, like,
Nobody could have predicted that it would attract that kind of fucking fandom. No one on Earth could have predicted that.
Because in my eyes,
Hey.
it's like it's cool if you can relate to characters and like kind of like have them and like as support, like how people are like cosplaying and like making their own little version. But
but
the
the
same at the
Yeah,
same
and then
time.
they go, "Sometimes I dream about cheese."
The fact that this like silly Half-Life parody spawned like a Tumblr fandom.
Exactly.
all
It-
this
it's
did?
annoying. It's really
I
annoying.
I've
didn't
never-
even know that
What?
you
I've
could
never
get
seen
into
it. People
that
like
much.
stand the
What are you
characters
talking
from
about?
it and shit. The Half-Life real
I just
AI
think-
self-aware thing.
What is that?
I just think all
You don't
of
know
the
what that
people who
is?
did
You didn't
voices
watch
it?
are, like,
Here,
a
I'll
guy
tell
playing-
you. For basic
Okay.
summary for everyone who doesn't know and for Ding Dong. This streamer on Twitch, Wayne Radio TV, and his friends, he was on Gmod, or he did this thing where he said that it was the original Half-Life, but it was a VR.
They played
test.
Half-Life co-op in VR.
Uh-huh.
And it was him and it was
Yeah.
basically like a long improv session where all of his friends
so
were playing as the characters in Half-Life.
And then it got a little bit of story towards the end, and then it was a nice, concise, joke-filled series.
It was a funny
but
little
then-
just like improv series, and then it spawned basically like a fucking Tumblr fandom, and people were standing like the characters in it and drawing like lewd art of it, and they're just drawing like all this crazy fan art of it.
And the thing
Kinda
is,
hot.
the cast itself, like Wayne and the rest of them, were like, yeah, we don't really like that. We don't really want you to draw like lewd art or
Because like
that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
it baffles me of all things to get like one of those fandoms like the Steven Universe style like shit is like why that of all things.
Exactly.
Why a Half-Life
Um,
parody? These people would have literally never known what Half-Life was otherwise. Like
Yeah.
none of these
I don't-
people
I
play
honestly
Half-Life.
don't know.
Like
I think it's because it's such a good. I mean,
it's
I
funny.
find
Like it's
they're-
funny, but like I don't know why specifically it would attract like fandom for something like that it clearly wasn't designed for.
Because, like, personally, I think that it attracts a wide audience in general. Like,
Mm-hmm.
one of my friends I showed it to, who I wouldn't expect him to like it, and he ended up loving it and like rewatched it like twice, and I was like, okay, I think it has
No,
a
like,
broad appeal. And so
I'm not
just-
even commenting on the quality or like the appeal of the show itself. I'm saying like
No, I know.
these are people who would have never like the Tumblr stan crowd basically. They would have never found like the Steven Universe fandom and those kind of guys like would have never been interested in Half-Life.
Yeah, but I also think it paints such a wide brush that like it statistically would make sense that there's just like a bunch of different type of people who like it.
Yeah.
Especially with
It's
the
a
internet
double-edged
being so
sword.
easily.
I just think it's weird.
easily
That's
accessible.
all I can say about it. Is
Yeah.
like, and also some of the
Yeah,
shit
it's
they
kind of weird,
posted.
champ, bro.
Some of the shit they make of it is fucking stupid. Like the fan shit.
Yeah, gay Luigi.
Gay
I
Luigi?
agree.
All right, guys.
What's his name? Dean will not stop
I-
asking me to say Ouija.
Yeah, I
Don't say
think I can
Ouija.
make much longer, guys. I think I'm like gonna
Yeah.
pass out.
Hold on. I'll send a message. Wait, where's Dean saying that?
In the group
Alright,
chat.
Ding Dong's gonna have
In
a
the-
freak out, so
Okay.
wait, Ding, did your nose stop bleeding?
Yeah, thankfully. I'm just like exhausted. I had to
I'm not
wake up-
seeing the message anywhere. What group chat is it?
The
I had to
IG
wake
one.
up at like 4 a.m. today.
Oh.
Oh,
Go
that
to work all
sucks.
the fucking day. I'm exhausted.
Alright.
Well, I mean, how long have we been recording for?
We've been recording for an
An
hour
hour
30.
and 30.
I'd say that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's gonna do it for this episode of the SBC podcast. Thank you so much for
Wait.
watching. We love you.
And
You're our
just
favorite
to
audience.
wrap us up.
Built this in a cave.
to wrap us
What a
up.
bunch of doo-doo
Tony
faces.
Stark was able to build this in a fart. Bunch of doo-doo.
Doo-doo faces.
That's my best work, by the way. That's the greatest video I've ever made.
I thought that wasn't you.
That's definitely not me. I don't know who made that. I think Fartafardness made that.
Oh yeah, dude, I love Fartafardness.
Well, too bad
Everyone
everyone
follow him.
Yeah, it's a shame he turned into Doug Dexter fan 53.
When are we gonna get Fartness on the podcast?
I'll talk to him and I'll get him on. But
Okay.
You know, somehow, I think he already knows.
yeah, I think he
Maybe.
might know. Anyway, Fartafardness is calling me, so I gotta go. Goodbye, everybody.
Alright, goodbye, everyone.
Have a nice night, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for being on. And yeah, have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.